All right, well, let's pop over to the old Roll20 window, and we got a little surprise for you. Check this out. we got our little cameras on in the bottom.
It's people. You can see people.
You can see us.
Human people, even.
Exactly. So the original goal was to have just use my camera and have it look at both of us, and see the dice tower. So I've got this beautiful dice tower. Okay, you guys can be a little bit less excited for Kaylee being here, okay? Hey, it's Kaylee and Techsmith. It's both of them. Yay, I love both of them equally. Yay! They're so great, the both of them. How wonderful.
My favorite.
Oh my god, it's only Kaylee. My goodness. Anyways, I wanted to, because I've got this beautiful dice tower from Wormwood. It's black poison wood. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I wanted to use this and roll real dice. But the thing is, hey, do you want to show you show the dice tray in yours. Yeah, show the dice tray in yours. So yeah, we wanted to use the dice tower and the dice tray. But the problem is that I can't capture it all because of the way it's all set up. Like my boom arm gets in the way, or like something's in the way, so there's no easy way to capture it. So the next best was to have each of us have our cameras on. So that's what we're doing.
Roll fake dice.
We're gonna have to roll the fake dice. We're gonna have to do the big D20s like this.
Yeah, still pretty good.
It's still pretty good. Oh my goodness, you guys. Jeez. Okay, first of all, I guess Kaylee is the real streamer. Also,
yes, we did it, chat.
Pork roll, egg and cheese, thank you for the 100 bits. And Lynx, thank you for the resub. Tech support, welcome back to the tech support. Thank you for your continued support of tech.
He needs it.
I need it. I need all the support I can get. Okay, so think this is better than the real dice? I know. I mean, it's just there's that what is that, like that,
the sound of it all, the aesthetic.
there's like the feel of having the dice.
That's true, like actual physical.
Do you
we
really?
even picked like good colored dice. I was very excited. There was green for, because we're in the green ink.
Exactly.
But it's very sad.
Exactly.
I suggested that we both roll digital dice and also the physical dice, and then just pick whichever one was better. I still think that would work.
That's true. Oh, VCN resubbing for 5 months. Yay, real streamer. Genuinely so in love with this community. Cannot express how much you all mean to me. Thank you so much, VCN. Holy shit. And Big Daddy Techsmith gifting that tier 1 sub to Lyndon Adam. Jeez, you guys are going nuts.
Everyone's so nice.
Everyone's so nice.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Holy shit.
So nice.
Getting a little echo from real streamer's mic. Yeah.
Rah.
There might be times when Kaylee's talking and I haven't. So basically, if Kaylee talks and I don't mute my mic, then you hear her. So usually whenever Kaylee's talking, and then I can unmute my mic, and now you can actually hear me. And a Temazuka with a gifted sub, and Lynx with a gifted sub. Holy shit, you guys.
Man.
Bacon Dono with 10 bits. Jeez, you guys are being so nice. Holy
That's
shit.
The best. Oh.
I kind of wish we had wine now.
Oh, I forgot
Totally
that
forgot.
whole aspect.
Yeah, that's supposed to be what we do on Date Night and Dragons, is have wine.
We forgot. I think it was the apocalypse combined with moving.
Yeah, exactly. And
That's a lot.
Holy
bro.
shit, VCN with 500 more bits.
Man.
Oh my god, you guys. Thank you. Holy
Super
shit.
nice. Super nice.
So nice. Thanks again for the laughs last night. I was tickled. I like that. I like that a lot. Atom.
I love Atom.
Kaylee has a
love. Yeah.
Kaylee has a very strong affection for Atom.
Yeah, big time. Big time.
Yeah.
That might be my goal for the session. Agmahu. Me and Adam are gonna go have a day.
5 cats in a trench coat with 200 more bits. Merlin the Fox with another gifted sub, which is gifted sub number 1352 from Merlin the Fox. Guys, you guys are being too nice.
So nice.
Only because Kaylee is here. If she wasn't here, we would bully you. I believe it.
That's true. I've seen it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. It fit ridiculously well with Milton refusing to say my name correctly. Exact. I love that. It had that real world kind of second level to it. I loved it. 5 bits from Foulrot. Thank you so much. Honestly, guys, thank you so much for all the fucking support. That's just uncalled for. Uncalled for, chat. How dare you? Thank you guys so much. Okay. Let's kind of get into it, guys. We would never bully Tech. You would never bully Tech. VCN with another gifted sub. Holy shit. You guys really do love Kaylee.
That's it. I gotta be like that Sally. Oh, I shouldn't have started doing the reference before I had the reference in my pocket. It's the "you love me, you really love me" thing from the Oscars.
Oh yeah.
Hang on, stop the everything. I gotta Google.
Where was I, little buddy? I know. I don't know why we didn't get Horse Bus in there.
Oh yeah, Sally Field. If anyone was concerned.
Sally Field. Yeah, Mohi got it too.
Oh, thank you, Mohi. But yeah, I did miss Horse Bus. I forgot. I mean, I guess it didn't really come up. Although it would have helped with transporting the hippogriff.
That's true. Well, I actually think Horse Bus would have made the problem worse with transporting.
Okay, that's a fair. Yeah, yep. Okay.
And VCN with another gifted sub. That's 80 gifted subs, VCN. Holy shit.
Man, so nice.
Oh my goodness. Hey, look, I'm on the screen. Yeah. The hotel that no one stays at. The inn that no one stays at.
Oh, the Sleepy Hippo?
Yep.
That was mean too. I was concerned. Very concerned about it.
The poor place for sad people. Exactly.
I was like, oh no. Oh dear, though. Oh dear.
Sorry, I keep up eating up screen time. No problem at all. This is just so. This is nice because Kaylee and I get to hang out with you guys, which is really nice. Yeah, because usually, you know, we kind of dive into the game right away, and we don't get to hang out with you guys. So.
Yeah, and when I feel like I'm allowed to look at you and talk at you this time, as opposed to usually when I feel like maybe I'm distracting or being like, lasering in on you while you're saying the story.
I know. Well, this is going to be tough because I don't like people looking at me when I'm doing voices and stuff. So.
Oh shoot! Yeah.
Now everyone's going to get to see me when I'm doing voices, and I hate that. So.
Just do the flip the little camera cover over.
No, I gotta be adult. I gotta be an adult, and have it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. They got the eyeball spam, so they gotta look.
Oh, that's worse. That is worse. Yeah.
Slump, hey, we can stay at the Sleepy Hippo. DM, no one goes there. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Why is Tech's cam reversed? I don't know why it's reversed. Can I change that? Yeah. Can I flip it? Horizontally flip source. There we go. Now I'm looking at you.
Oh, so now mine is...
No, yours is good. Yours is perfect. When you look at me, you look at me there. Yeah, we're looking at each other now. Yeah. See?
On mine, it's the opposite. But that's good. Yours is the one that...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, this looks good. This is perfect.
Hello, dear.
Hello, my dear.
Hello, my dear. Stop looking at me.
Okay. Let's let's kind of get started. You're making me smile. I can see your face the whole time. You're making me
I'm
smile.
nervous. I'm scared of like everything, I guess. I'm nervous about everything that's gonna happen. Did you know there's a narrative camera even? I'm sorry to spoil, but I'm too excited. Too excited.
Oh my god. Chat is being very cute right now.
I never have it up when we're doing Mar, because that's much too frightening. So I'm not looking, but that doesn't mean I don't love you very much.
Viv Wolf with 500 bits says, you have managed to cure my insomnia on Fridays. Your voice and story is literally the most soothing thing ever, which is fucked up because I fall asleep listening to horse bus antics.
Oh, that's some weird dreams. That's some deeply odd dreams. But I totally agree about Techsmith's voice. Good cadence, good tone, right?
It's so weird because I've been so self-conscious about my voice like my whole life, and so it's so nice to hear. Yeah, thank you guys.
Now
Thank you,
you
my
know.
dear. Yeah. And Rick Flair coming in with the 14-month resub, saying exclamation mark Camaro. So now we have to ban him forever.
Oh, too bad.
Yep.
After all that time.
Yep. After all that 14
well,
months, it was a
rules
good
are-
run.
Yeah, that's it though.
That's it. I hope you're able to do one-on-one with a whole party at some point. That'd be very cool.
That would be cool.
I would really like to do that, actually.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I would love that. Man, Bacon Dono gifting it here. Guys, you guys are too nice to me. Thank you so much. Big Daddy Techsmith, have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. And it says hi and bye to Kaylee as well.
Hi, bye.
Big Daddy Techsmith, you got to change your name. Oh, by the way, I do not like telling Kaylee that Big Daddy Techsmith says hi.
Oh, yeah. No, that's odd.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
It doesn't really. No, that
that's
doesn't
bad.
really.
No.
No.
I hate that. Okay. Guys, let's get started. He tried, but there was still a month left in the cooldown. Oh my goodness. All right, well. Okay, guys, let's get started on tonight's episode of Mar / Date Night and Dragons. Mar episode 53.5. Lose Day Off. I will start by welcoming folks to our tabletop RPG stream called Monsters Ain't Real, where we use a modified D&D 5e rule set to enjoy some good old-fashioned RPG fun set in a high fantasy universe. Oh my goodness. Donka Besa with 2 months. Thank you so much. Division 2 Season 1 is great. Love the Mar. Thank you so much, Donka Besa. Jeez, more subs. To anyone new, this is a weird one to come in on. This is probably about the weirdest episode you could possibly come in on for Mar. It's going to be extraordinarily different from everything we've ever done. But you know what? You can still sit back and have some fun and enjoy it. And if you have any fun, you can go look up all the other ones on YouTube, because it's all up on YouTube. I was here when Mini Bill Ding cut a man's toe off with a box cutter. That was pretty weird. That's true. Boy, some weird shit happens in this, doesn't it?
Really? Yeah. Like consistently, huh?
Yeah.
Consistently.
Really fucked up. Okay. Let's start with a bit of a recap. And this is a little bit weird, because last time in the main campaign of Mar, you guys went through a time jump.
Right.
So this isn't exactly a recap of the last session. You guys had brought the hippogriff to the guards, and they told you to wait. And months passed when you were waiting to hear back from the guards. We touched on a couple days that happened during that time jump, but we didn't spend too much time in any one. But I did allude to it yesterday that one of Lou's days was going to be this episode. There was a day where Lou, you were saying that you go to the lorologist every now and then, and one of the days, if I didn't say this explicitly or if I'm changing it, this is now canon. It was a day off that this happened. You got a ticket for a day off and you went to go spend a day with the lorologist, but not as a helping hand. This was not a gold ribbon day. This was not a day where you had to help him. I think you wanted to learn. I'm not sure what the reason was. We can get into that, but this is a day off for Lou where you chose to do these things. And then I've got this thing. This is one of the days where Lou went looking for God in all the wrong places. Although I think more accurately, probably you went looking for God in all the right places because you literally went to his church.
That's his own house.
It's literally his own house. So
I went looking for God in his house.
Went looking for God in his house. Pretty solid first move. And now we can start with the narrative camera. And so this music is the exact same music we used for the time jump. That's why this music is going, and that's why we're going to use this music for the narrative camera as well. The camera opens on the clock. The enormous narrative clock that we've seen a few times. It's a grandfather clock of unknowable dimensions that floats in a void, taking stock of all the events that have passed, and counting down to all the events that have yet to unfold. We've seen the plague rats, the star spice, Tom's fate, and many others on the face of this clock. Hundreds of hour hands point at various symbols indicating what's happening in the campaign. And as the second hand and the minute hand arrive at the top of the hour, every hour hand moves to the next symbol. As we see this clock with all of the hour hands pointing at different symbols, we move towards the clock face, towards one symbol in particular. It's a woman with short-cut hair, and she's tall and strong, and she's wielding a mace and clad in chainmail armor. It's Lou's face, as she is in the green ink. We look at the hours that have passed, the symbols that have previously been passed by this hour hand. We see Lou's face, again, next to a small kobold's face. Gerby, back when she was teaching him how to treat ponies nicely. And we look even further back to the image of a portal when she arrived on this plane. These symbols are all painted in indelible black narrative ink, unchangeable, reality defining. And we go back to the current hour, back to the face of Lou, and we see the minute and second hands are about to tick on the next hour. This hand is about to move, and Lou's story is about to continue. But just before we leave, we try to sneak a peek at what's coming next. We see a blank scroll, a piece of cheese, a candle, and just before the camera cuts, we think we see something else too. It looks like a robed individual. No, two robed individuals. The camera cuts, and then it opens again on Lou waking up. Lou, you wake up in the city of Rena. Fighting a sneeze, it's okay. Lou, you wake up in the city of Rena, and weeks have passed since that day when you brought the hippogriff to the guards. You've been through some good days and some bad. You've had some easy jobs, you've had some tough ones. And every now and then, you get a day off. Once in a while, you hear a whisper of something in the east. Nothing really materializes from it, but you hear people talking about just senses, feelings, shadows. What is it? What is it in Lord of the Rings? Like a whispers of a nameless evil or whatever. Nothing.
That's bad.
Yeah, nothing clear, nothing concrete. No one ever says, I saw a blah in the east. Nothing like the barbed devil. But people talk about not enough birds, or they felt bad in the east. Nothing definable. And to be in their defense, nothing they describe is actually out of the ordinary. You could have a bad day. The birds could be migrating. There's no actually supernatural things that are happening in the east. It's only because you already know about something in the east that you start to think there could be something there. But nothing ever comes of it. And today, however, today was, or is now, one of the days that you chose to spend some time with Torlif the Lorologist. And to speed things along and set the stage, as per every morning, you woke up and you made your way to the sorting hall. You understand that that's just the way it is. I think this is, if maybe some days you make it difficult for them. I imagine you probably do that far less often than other members of the party.
I mean, I don't know.
But this is one of the days where you just got up. It was like every other day. You just were on the grind. You got there and you were lucky enough to receive a day off ticket.
Okay.
You waited in line. You weren't really trying to get any one job or another. So you just waited in line, and Atlali had a big smile on her face. You didn't show up with everybody else. You were just kind of there on your own. And you got a day off ticket.
Am I getting a day off ticket because the most recently completed task was any particular way, or it was just kind of my time?
I think probably. I mean, what do you think? Do you think you did a task that was really rough, or do you think you've just worked for like 4 weeks without a day off? What do you think happened?
I think it was attrition. Yeah, I think it was 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Like just super long. Yeah, that makes sense.
Just raw day, like just on that grind. Like you understand. I think Lou generally feels that kind of sense of
duty.
Yeah.
And or responsibility more than duty. Like it's a different kind of thing. Yeah.
Absolutely agree. Definitely responsibility is definitely the word to use. So you get there and just like you're I don't think you're beaten down, right? Would you?
No, but I could see her being tired. Just kind of worn thin.
Yep, absolutely. And Atlali greets you with a smile and a little bit of a smirk as she hands you the day off ticket.
Atlali, thank you. That's good. That's good. Thank you, Atlali.
Oh, no problem. You've been working. Honestly, I think there was a mix-up in the records. You probably should have got this a little bit earlier. It's just that 4 weeks is a lot for someone
I know it's a lot, but I just thought that was normal here.
No, not really all that. And you know what? You will probably give you another one soon too. There was kind of a mix-up on the records. We'll give you another one soon enough.
Oh, that's great. That does help. Thank you.
Do please try to enjoy yourself on this day off, though. Please try to have a nice day.
Okay, great.
What do you think you're gonna do?
Gosh, the whole world is in front of me, huh? I guess the first thing I'm gonna do is make sure I take a nice leisurely breakfast. Lots of coffee. Do you have coffee here?
Yes, of course. Yes, we've got lots of cafes and patisseries and chocolatisseries and caketisseries and cookie-tisseries.
Oh, caketisseries. Never heard of that. Well, definitely that's job one.
Yeah.
Then I think I'm going to make my way over to the library and not be rushed. It's going to be great.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I was a little bit worried maybe you'd choose to do something else and I'd have to throw out my campaign notes. But I appreciate that. Thank you.
It's a weird thing to say, Atlali, but you know what? We're friends. I trust you. It's cool.
I've got some pretty powerful friends.
Okay, all right, Atlali, what's up?
And so you go and you have this beautiful. What place would you go to of all the places that they all have wonderful coffee? What do you want with your coffee?
I'm gonna go to the place. It's a brunch place, and I've always wanted to go before work. but the line before work is always just way too long. It would be impossible. And so now I'm going like after everyone has already been assigned and there's no line. And so I go and I have a nice brunch. So which is really just breakfast. Well, I guess that's the way I do
and
it.
which place? Like, do you go to the cake place or the cookie place or the pastry place?
I go to the pastry place, it turns out. Yeah.
Okay. I was kind of hoping you were going to go to the cookie place. So I think you go to the...
You know what, actually? You know what? I think I go to the cookie place.
Okay, perfect. You get a brunch cookie, and it's like a breadcrumb patty with avocado on it. It's a brunch cookie.
Hang on. Is a breadcrumb patty not just toast? Like, was that not just
It's like somebody had a piece of toast and then crumbled it up and then smashed it into a cookie shape.
But it holds together?
Yeah. From the avocado and magic. What? It's fucking D&D. There's a fucking magic toast cookie with avocado on it, okay? I thought I was making you something nice. Okay? I don't know why you need to shit all over fucking toast avocado cookie, okay?
I mean,
This is a fucking great idea. All right.
Look, listen. You said crumbs were part of the name and I got thrown off. But how does it taste though? So does it taste good?
It tastes like fucking toast and avocado. It's toast and avocado, but it looks like a fucking cookie from the cookie place. All right, moving on. No, that's okay, fine. I really want to turn my damn camera off.
Oh boy, guys. We're 20 minutes in. It's okay.
20 minutes
well, really,
in,
like,
I'm ready to call it.
Really.
Listen, I think avocado toast cookie is the best thing I've ever fucking invented.
It's just the texture has me really concerned if it's crumb.
Oh, it's bad.
If it's
the texture's fucking bad. No, people like you suffer through the texture to get that wonderful taste. Texture's all side. The magic does not do a good job of holding it. It's like a mouthful of crumbs with avocado.
Okay, well, I mean, all right.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what? Well, so Lou has that and says lesson learned, and then does not line up for that place ever.
Okay, well, everybody else is in a huge lineup, and they're all fucking raving about these delicious, genius fucking avocado toast cookies.
They taste great, but the texture, I don't know. I say to every person along the line as I leave.
And everyone agrees with you.
All right, weird sound, but okay.
Says a person who likes tomato soup.
Listen, that's a totally different thing.
Is it really?
That texture knows what it is. You know? The texture knows what it is.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
All right, well, after I guess a disappointing frickin' breakfast.
Sorry. Oh dear.
Okay. What do you anyways, never mind. It's just chat's being very toxic.
Oh, is it about soup? Bet you a lot of money it's about soup. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay, well, next I'm gonna make my way just right over there. I'm gonna make sure I imagine my hands are very like slimy and crummy.
Yep.
From the weird breakfast.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna make sure that's taken care of. I don't want to be touching books and stuff with those hands.
That makes sense.
Take care of that. Make my way to the library.
Awesome. Yep, you make your way to the library, and like the town is very busy all the time. This is definitely work day for most people. They're all helping. They're either working service jobs or helping people. So definitely the town is very busy. Their people are fucking bumping around. And you make your way down to the library, which is, as we mentioned last time, it is actually a church. It's known as the House of Knowledge, and it's the library. It's also the primary place of worship for disciples of Ogma, and it's the residency, or I guess, I don't know about residency, but it's like the working location of the lorologist, which is the most knowledgeable person in Rena, definitely, Hayland probably, and the whole world, as some claim.
Some being
mostly him.
Yeah. Maybe Atom.
Atom probably would agree.
Supportive.
And the guards seem to think that there are very few lorologists in the world. In fact, they don't know of any other than him.
Okay, he invented the job.
It does sound a little bit like he invented the job.
Right. Okay.
Like claiming that he knows more than everybody else.
It's a good job. Good job. I have a random. Is it okay? So when we were in Cowhearth and just starting up, you mentioned that we were in a world where our current world was the past. Like all of the stuff that happened now in here has happened in that world.
Yep.
So, but I mean, it's quite a long time ago. So basically, I'm wondering if Lou would remember Ozma from the Oz books and draw the comparison. Would she? Okay. I mean, if she knows Oz.
Yeah, I think Oz is definitely one of those timeless pieces that stretched through the thousands of years and
it could be
and generations. What's the parallel?
Oh no, just the name. I've forgotten most everything about the Oz books.
Oh, Ozma and Ogma?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. I know nothing about Ozma. Also, I definitely made Ogma sound like a female character because I was thinking of Ogre from fucking The Dark Crystal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was fully making Ogma into Ogre.
Why not? I feel like if Ogma is the god of knowledge, then that knowledge would transcend gender. You know what I mean? They would just be like, whatever in the day. It could be whatever gender.
Well, I don't know that the power to have all knowledge is also the power to change whatever you are. I guess it would be the knowledge of knowing how to change what you are.
Yeah, sure. Or just that it doesn't. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah, anyways, I looked it up.
I'm trying to work it.
Ogma's definitely a dude. They're just a very soft-spoken dude.
Perfect.
It sounds like nothing like what Ogre sounds like either, so I don't know why I chose that voice.
It was very calm. I liked it.
Yeah, I think calm makes sense. So
calm and like nurturing. You're in this scary new place kind of thing.
Exactly. My mute button's starting to stick because I press it all the Gelfling?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no.
Not that.
She's not that. Ogma is a very serene, very calm individual who is a neutral god. Not necessarily good.
Yeah. I'm kind of, okay.
Yeah. Information is information, so that's where that kind of calm sereneness comes from. Anyways, what was the question?
I just wanted to talk about Oz, I guess. I just wanted to draw the parallel between Ozma. That's right, and Ogma.
Yep.
So Lou knows. I wonder if she'll bring it up. We just don't know.
Who knows?
We just don't know. She might.
Could predict?
Who knows?
Okay. So you go to the House of Knowledge, which is a very, very tall building. It looks like it's 5 stories tall, but it only looks like it has 3 floors worth of windows, which tells you that the floors are very tall. And you've been in there before, right? You were in there before this whole time jump happened. You know that the bookshelves reach way, way tall up. There's huge bookshelf ladders going up, and it's a very busy place. As you go up, there's like clean white stone stairs with blank scrolls that kind of flank the stairs on the way up. And when you go upstairs, there's these huge doors that are kind of always like when it's open, the doors are always kind of cracked open so people can go in and out. And when you go inside, there are, I gotta get the colors right because Ogma has colors. Inside is mostly polished wood floors with the main walkway to the center of the building lined with white, black, and gold tiles. There's stone tiles. And there are these huge bookshelves that are not just against the walls, right? Some of them are freestanding in the middle of the place too, creating all these aisles. But there's also gaps where there are no bookshelves, and there are huge gatherings of people. And the people are not quiet. Like I said yesterday, this is not a fucking reading library for quiet self-reading. There are people being read too, right? There are people who are running almost like impromptu tutorships or classes for kids where they're reading books of knowledge to these children. There are people who are reading books and discussing what's going on in the book. There are bards legitimately practicing poems, practicing songs. Like, it is loud in here. You can get books and there's no one yelling or anything like that. Nobody's upset. And then it's bustling and it's noisy. You know that the spiral staircase in the center of the building goes up 3 floors. The second floor is the primary place of worship for the disciples of Ogma. It's not quiet, but it's not as busy as the first floor. It's primarily just the disciples discussing Ogma shit. Ogma shit and like obligatory kind of, you know, what do we got to do kind of stuff. And then the third floor is the lorologist's office.
Okay, yeah.
And because it's your day off, the lorologist, Torlev, is not expecting you. Just so you know. You don't have an appointment to keep. He doesn't know you're coming.
Right. Has this, so in the session yesterday, somebody asked me to come to one of the Ogma, gatherings sometime. Yep. Has that happened already at this stage?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So they've asked me, but have I gone to the gathering?
I think that's up to you. Have you gone to a gathering?
Not yet.
Okay, yeah. So one of the Ogma Knights, stopped you on your way up the stairs one day, and they said, "Hey, you should show up to one of these meetings one day," and it hasn't been the right time quite yet. And so you go into you enter into this big library, and what do you do? You're just passing the threshold into the library, into the House of Knowledge of Ogma.
Okay. I do think. Ooh. Well, what are the? Well, now I'm in a room of books, and I'm actually very curious. I was gonna go right up to the worshiper people. I think that's Lou. How about that? That's Lou's intention. She's like, I'm gonna go and talk to those worshiper folks, and then I'm gonna go see the lorologist. But then I get in and I realize I have time.
Yep.
So I'm gonna. Are there any librarians, like keepers of the stacks?
Keepers of the stacks. I think that's exactly what they're called. I love that.
Okay.
In this place, in the House of Knowledge, there are the keepers of the stacks. Yes, they are. They're actually they're actually disciples of Ogma too. The people who run the library are the disciples of Ogma. And so you know them from they wear much like you've got kind of a small symbol, right? Like they wear a big heavy chain with a big scroll on it. A lot of them are actual scrolls too. Like they're not all uniform. It's not like you have to have this one minted, version of the symbol of Ogma. As long as it's an open scroll that is blank, that's the symbol of Ogma. So a lot of them wear robes or tabards of some sort, and they have large necklaces that some of them have just unfurled scrolls. Some of them are more, maybe a piece of metal or something like that. But you know them because they have a giant symbol of Ogma on them.
Okay, I'd like to see a person like that and go up to them to ask them a question. I'll say, "Hello, excuse me."
It is a female human. It's a woman, and she's got kind of long, kind of reddish hair, and kind of a sweet smile. And she turns to you, and she says, "Oh, hello there. Can I help you?"
Hi, I'm Lou. I'm new in town, sort of. I've just been very busy. But anyways, if you see, I also have a scroll, and I hold it up.
Oh, yes. I'm Chell. I'm of course another follower of Ogma. How can I help you?
Hey, Chell. Thanks for introducing yourself. So I've been invited by some of your colleagues upstairs to come to one of the gatherings that you have. I'm really new to the whole Ogma thing, so I'm hoping to learn a bit more about it. But before I come to one of your gatherings, I was wondering if do you have like any introductory material that's kind of like basic starter stuff, so I'm not surprised when I come?
Yes, of course. How long have you been following our Lord and Savior, Father of all holy and mighty knowledge, infinite wisdom, and knower of existence, Ogma?
Do I need to roll to control my face, or can I go ahead and remain stoic?
Yeah, roll a performance check. So roll plus charisma.
Okay. My face goes.
Yeah.
I get lighter and I get leaning further and further back.
That sounds about right.
How long have I been in? It's like a couple of months, right? Just
Maybe about a month.
okay. About a month, just about a month. Well, half of that was kind of like unknowingly, if that makes sense. Like I followed the ideals before I knew the name, you know?
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Well, I guess probably the first thing to know is the dogma. The dogma of Ogma, yes. Ogma's dogma, as some people say.
Ogdogs.
Ogdogs. The Ogdog is, simply this. I could point you to a book to it, but I'll just tell you. And it's essentially this. Knowledge, particularly the raw knowledge of ideas, is supreme. An idea has no weight, but it can move mountains. The greatest gift of humankind, an idea outweighs anything made by mortal hands. Knowledge is power and must be used with care, but hiding it away from others is never a good thing. Stifle no new ideas, no matter how false and crazed they may seem. Rather, let them be heard and considered. Never slay a singer, nor stand by as others do so. Spread knowledge wherever it is prudent to do so. Curb and deny falsehoods, rumor, and deceitful tales whenever you encounter them. Write or copy lore of great value at least once a year and give it away. Sponsor and teach bards, scribes, and records keepers. Spread truth and knowledge so that all folk know more. Never deliver a message falsely or incompletely. Teach reading and writing to those who ask if your time permits, and charge no fee for teaching.
When Chell says never deliver a message falsely, Lou is like, ooh, yeah. Blue's player Kaylee is concerned. How about keeping that up in? That's gonna take some Aes Sedai level sort of stuff.
Yeah. And like immediately
Okay.
following that, Chell's like, so how long have you lived in Rena?
Well, that's fine. Well, Rena the city, I have lived here for about a month.
Where did you live before that?
Oh, you know, around. Traveled from place to place. You know, I grew up in this little farming community. My parents owned a bed and breakfast.
Okay, yeah. I believe you.
That's weird. I mean, I don't know why, but I'm glad.
Well, it's a little test that we all do. Just a sec. Hold on. Hold
Okay.
on 1 second.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, it was truthful, so I believe you. But I'm really perceptive, so.
You know, Chell, I can tell with your eyes, and I can tell.
Exactly. And so it's just a little thing that we do. We recite the Og Dog, and then we ask them a couple simple questions to see if they're comfortable with the truth.
Oh, sure, yeah. Hey, question, are we married to Ogdog? Like, is that a set kind of in stone nomenclature sort of thing? Or is there do you have a brand commission who's open to updating?
I mean, we could do Ogum Dogum.
Ogum Dogum is worse.
Oh, really?
So, well,
It's like Ogum Muzz, Dogum Muzz.
I mean, it's a little, what's this,
Ogum
like,
Dogum.
it's a, it's not very nice and sort of like a mouth
No,
feel. sort of way.
no on the Ogum Dogum.
I'm gonna say no on the Ogum Dogum.
Okay, all right.
For me, Dogum.
Okay.
It's a no for me, Dogum. Little farming village.
Well,
joke
you know
I
what?
like to
We'll
make.
workshop it. What would you call it?
Oh. See, I really only give criticism rather than new ideas, so.
Oh, that's the easy job now, isn't it?
It sure is. It sure is, Joe.
Okay, well, that's basically just make sure to abide by those tenets.
Okay, that sounds totally doable. I love the like sponsoring a bard thing and all of that. But what do you do at a meeting? Like, do you just talk about ideas?
First, is it tenants or tenets? I never really know which one it is. Are these the tenets of Ogma or the tenants? Because tenants kind of sounds like they live in it.
Don't they?
Don't they?
Don't they, Chell?
Goodness, write that down. That can be your lore for the whole year.
Okay, great. All right.
Perfect.
Easy.
Anyways, well, at these meetings, often they discuss the goings on, anything they've learned, anything they think, anything they've kind of put together. It's honestly just a discussion of the current goings on of the city, the nation, the world. It's kind of that. Sometimes it's a discussion of what Ogma has asked. Ogma, every now and then, he will choose individuals to kind of carry out tasks. And when you carry out a task, it's of utmost importance that you do it and then you report the entire adventure to the rest of the Church of Ogma. Everyone must know what you did, how you did it, what you learned.
Knowledge sharing, yeah.
Exactly. So that's probably the most important part.
Can I get a sense of how this... I don't know if we've said anything that would bring this up, but can I see if she is, and maybe the group is trustworthy? Like, I don't want to be giving away big old information, probably, regardless, but like, how loose-lipped is the group? Can I tell just by kind of observing?
I think just by nature of what they've said, their nature is to be extraordinarily loose-lipped.
Blabby, yeah.
If they hear something, they will go out of their way to tell everybody else.
Okay, that makes sense. That
Yep.
tracks. Okay.
Even if it's crazy, like you could say, "Hi, I'm from another plane of existence where we live in white ink," and they'd be like, "You're a crazy person." Hey, guess what, everybody? Somebody thinks there's a whole other plane of existence where it's made out of white ink.
Although they do say to squash rumors and falsehoods.
That's true. I think that's if somebody else said, "I've investigated the nature of reality and I know for a fact there's no such thing."
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. I mean but you are definitely right in that area where like you have to be careful between making sure that you never squash a crazy person's ravings, but also do squash rumors and falsehoods. So
Tricky.
it is a tricky
line.
balance. It absolutely is. Yeah. So yeah, Chell says, that's basically it. Just go up there, and if you don't have anything to talk about, honestly, you can just listen to what they're talking about and pick up their discussion.
Sorry, Chell, I was making a note.
No problem.
That's good to know that you can really just listen. I might do that for my first time out. It's nice to know it's an option. Thank you.
No problem.
Sorry to just keep blathering, but you know how there's the lorologist upstairs?
Yes.
Is he like an important figure in the church?
Yes, he's really quite important. He's not technically a follower of Ogma, but because of what he does, he's kind of like de facto a huge deal in the church. So he's not of the church, but he's a huge deal for the church.
I get that. Okay, sure.
Yes. Anything else?
No, I mean, that was wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Do you need anything? How are you doing? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. There's lots of lovely people out. I've been gathering some particularly interesting information about, I think you had to do with it. There was a barb devil in the eastern woods.
Yes.
Is that real? Did that really happen?
It really happened. It was nuts. It was a barb devil in the eastern woods even.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, in a cave. There were gems in it. So maybe it was after gems. I'm not really sure, but they definitely were there, and they definitely were angry.
Oh, that's just so fascinating. I suggest talking about that when you go upstairs. They'll eat that up.
I guess I have a lot to talk about when I get there.
I think so. You've had quite an interesting time.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Chell. I think I'll mosey on up through the library.
Yep, and you guys say your farewells, and you go up to the second floor.
Okay.
And the second floor is much more open. There's not as many bookcases in the open spaces. There's lots of bookcases on the exterior walls, but they're actually also mostly full of scrolls, not books. Which I think is also a weird thing too, that there are like bound books here.
I guess so. It's weird because of the symbol or because of like the era.
The era, like binding books is an interesting thing.
Now I want to go on a Wikipedia spiral on bookbinding. Okay. I guess I wouldn't know that.
Nope.
Maybe okay, that's fine. I see that there's bound books downstairs.
Yep.
And that mostly as I go up, more things are just scrolls. I see
Exactly,
that.
yep. And you
Okay.
even see many disciples writing on the scrolls.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And almost everyone up here is dressed in the like the tabards or the half robes or the full robes of various members of Ogma. You get the kind of sense that maybe there's no like official garb for the Church of Ogma. They try to dress in a formal and ritualistic way, but nothing that's uniform other than everyone has a scroll.
I look down at my chainmail and then feel good about that. Like, that's okay. That's good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Is there anyone I'd like to see somebody who is if I look around and people are at their tables writing in a lot of cases, is there anyone who's kind of put their pen down or quill down and it's like kind of taking a break that I could go talk to? I don't want to interrupt anybody.
Yes, there is one person who's got trying to think of the race. I need to look up 5e races because I can't think of the name. What are they called? They are, Triton. They are
like the weapon, Triton.
Yeah, I know. No, I mean they look kind of. They look like a merman that doesn't have half a fish body. Looks kind of like
probably handy.
I mean, I guess that would just be a man.
But yes, yeah.
They have blue skin and green hair. They look like a water person. Like they look like they came out of the ocean. And yeah, they're called. I literally just forgot. Triton, thank you. Listen, it's a hard. It's not Trident, and it's not Aquaman.
Okay, well, no, and it's not Guillermo del Toro's Fish Man.
That's
Wait, hang
almost
on.
closer. That's
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, this Triton, and they have this big mustache, huge, big bushy mustache, and they're not writing, they're painting.
Oh,
And so they've
okay.
got this big painting in front of them, and you can see they're kind of like you were watching them. It was probably kind of mesmerizing as they were kind of painting in these big, beautiful strokes and everything. And the picture itself looks absolutely gorgeous. And then they kind of put their paintbrush down for a second, and they kind of take a step back, and they're kind of like admiring their painting. And you can tell that they're not thinking, they're taking it in. So there's nothing to really disturb. They're just looking at it.
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt. Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hi, I'm Lou.
Oh, I am the artist Gajik.
Gajik. It's a delight to meet you. I just wanted to offer my congratulations. Even just watching you paint was as lovely as looking at the painting itself. The joy of the movement almost, right?
Ah, yes, the artist Gajik is quite talented.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Is it odd that this person is talking in the third person?
You've never heard anybody else do that.
That seems odd. Okay,
Yeah,
just
you've
checking.
never heard anyone else do that.
You know what? It's so odd that it's thrown me off my game as to knowing what I was going to ask the person who was
The
writing.
artist Gajik would like to know what you're doing.
Oh, you know, checking on stuff. Dang, what was I gonna do? I came up. Oh, balls, you guys. It's the worst. I think it's the cameras.
Oh yeah, yeah. The cameras throw me off too.
Oh, I know. Sorry. It's just I got so mesmerized by your painting that I
The
like.
artist Gajik's painting does have that effect on people sometimes.
That's totally mesmerizing. My question for you was, and I see you and a lot of your colleagues here, your fellow followers, are all working, doing kind of scroll work, where there's a lot of stuff downstairs that's bound books. Why this?
Oh.
Why, do you ever bind your...
No, the artist Gajik would never bind his stuff, never
You wouldn't make like a
roll
coffee
it up
table
into
book of your
into a
painting?
scroll where the art couldn't breathe. No, would I bind it in pages with other images? Oh, it would take away from the artist Gajik's work. No, my work lives on the walls. My art lives in kingdoms and palaces.
That's great. It really does. Okay.
Are you wondering why they're doing it?
Why are they doing it though? Yeah.
Oh, they're making a record of the Oh, you were wondering why there are
With the
books.
Yeah,
I
books
see.
versus scrolls, sort of medium, choice of medium. Why this?
Well, you see, books are like the death of information. And the reading is like the rebirth of information.
Okay, no, I'm following.
And a scroll is like living information. And art is like the ascendancy of information.
Because it's like it's taking it and then making it into this more abstract sort of like essentials of the information. Is that
It's the beauty. It's the beauty. It contains much more than a simple book could contain.
Wow, yeah.
Think of it this way.
It's been you know.
One
yeah,
person reads a book. Yeah, please let the artist Gajik continue.
I'm asking you to, definitely.
If you think of it this way, a book, two people read it. They read the same thing. If you think of a painting, two people see the painting and they see two totally different things.
You're so right. That's just twice the ideas, as in the book.
Exactly. So that is why the artist Gajik does painting.
That's lovely. That's a really lovely thing, Kajik. I'm so honored to have been able to witness your process.
Would you like the artist Gajik to teach you how to paint?
Yeah, I would love that.
Oh, I was kind of hoping you would say no because
I mean, I was wanted to very badly, but I understand, like, I'm trying to say yes to things more.
Oh, come on now, please. Would you let me teach you how to paint?
No.
Oh, but I really, really want you to. Oh, could I please? Could the artist Gajik please teach you how to paint?
I'm trying to read you.
Don't read me.
I would yes, you know what? Yes, but I'm warning you. I have no experience.
Oh, then I won't teach you. The artist Gajik is not a beginner's painter.
Oh.
Do you look at this art and see a beginner's painting?
Yeah, no. No, I don't. I see advanced craftsmanship.
Thank you.
Craftsmanship.
I would have
Okay.
also accepted master craftsmanship.
Well, I mean, you'll get there.
I would have also accepted grandmaster. Anyways.
Wow, it's been really enlightening talking to you, the artist Kajik. And I thank you for your time and your service to Agma.
Thank you for your service to Agma for allowing me to speak the beauty that is my art.
Can I look around to see if anyone's, because he's not been quiet
Yeah.
in this diatribe. Is anyone looking over and observing?
No, lots of other people are talking.
That's true.
Yeah. His voice is, while maybe a little bit piercing, is definitely kind of just blending in with everybody else's.
Okay, but nobody's like, oh, so it's kind of like how when we got Gerby, a lot of people were like, oh, you got Gerby.
Oh boy.
Stucky, yeah.
Yep.
But it's not, yeah. So, yeah, it's not like other people there are going, oh, that's Gajek going off again.
No, no, definitely not. No.
That's very respectful of the people.
To be fair, his painting is very good.
I mean, okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep that under my soup and ask that again, maybe of the lorologist. Maybe that's what it is. I'm here now, kind of realizing that a lot of these folks are very like into the whole Ogma thing, and if I want to get some more just straight up information without embellishment and stuff, maybe I want to go into someone a little more impartial and go talk to the lorologist.
Yeah, and I think as you kind of walk away from the artist Gajik, you see, or no, like you're just going straight for the spiral staircase. And
I was going to, yeah.
Yeah, and as you're going, a person kind of like waves you down, and it's just a human man, and they kind of flag you down. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, I saw you talking to the artist Gajik over there, and I was wondering if I see your scroll. You're a member of the Church of Ogma. Is that correct?
Yes, that's right. I'm sort of a new recruit. I'm Lou.
Oh, hi, Lou. My name is Bruce.
Hello, Bruce. Great to meet you.
It's great to meet you too, Lou. I remember I was the one I talked to you about maybe come to a gathering.
Oh yes, of course. I'm sorry, Bruce. You know what? I don't think I even caught your name then. That's so rude.
No, I don't think I caught your name either. That's fine. My name is Bruce Humanman.
Bruce Humanman, great to meet you.
Well, I mean, if you have some time now, we could just have a little...
okay. I mean, well, I thought you were saying that you have kind of like formal times of... No, it's just it's anyone, any sort of
this
gathering.
Won't be an official gathering or anything like that. We can just talk. Why don't we worship Ogma and have a little discussion ourselves?
Okay. I'm glad you closed it that way. I thought he,
oh, come on, don't be
gross. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, no, that sounds really good. Let's do that.
Okay, great. Lou, this is the House of Knowledge, and as you know, the lorologist lives upstairs. He knows a lot, but he can be a little bit much sometimes.
Sure, can't we all though?
That's true. That's very fair.
Good, Jake.
Yeah, I think there's this moment where like you're like, can't we all sometimes? And like you both kind of like side eye over to the side as the artist Gajik is like just these giant flourishing things, and then stands back and like admires it. And very obviously is very self-congratulatory about his beautiful, but like then you look at the painting and you kind of get it.
It is that good.
It is that good. It's like, what a ham. But then you look at it and you're like, damn, man.
Yeah.
Damn. Then Bruce turns back to you and says, have you tried praying to Ogma?
I have, really, just a couple of times. Sometimes I can get through, sometimes not as much. Once I really felt like I really connected though. Yeah, it's lovely to it's amazing to hear them speak back.
It is. A lot of people, I mean, so here's the thing. Not everyone believes in the gods. There's a lot of gods, and belief is a tangible power. Worship is a tangible power for the gods, and the more we believe in them and choose them, the more powerful they are. And by choosing Ogma, we are empowering the knowledge, the education of people, and the fortification of knowledge. So it is a good thing to believe in Ogma, and the more you spread knowledge with the conscious belief that it is a good thing to do, the more powerful you make Ogma himself. I don't want to get too crazy about this. I just wanted you to know. Have you tried contacting Ogma within the church?
You know what? No, I have not. No, it's always been more like kind of situation based, or I was the end of the day and I had a moment of quiet. So no, I haven't. Is this the kind of the best place? Is it very focused?
Yes. You'll find if you've been able to make contact with Ogma outside of the church, then within the church, you will have an unfailing connection to Ogma.
Oh, wow. That's great.
And yes, I would highly recommend checking in with Ogma, every now and then, and just seeing how the old bird is doing. The old bat is what's a guy's name? What's a thing? So I stop making it sound like this super dude god is a woman every time. This old gaffer. See how the old gaffer's doing.
Yeah, it is Gaffer. Yeah, that's correct. That's great. Okay, thank you very much. Good to know.
Yeah, so why don't you take a moment, check in with Ogma, and just let me know, what he's got to say. I'd love, if he's got a message for you, I'd love to hear it.
Okay. Yeah, I can definitely do that. When I connected with Ogma before, am I speaking aloud? I don't remember.
No,
Okay.
You can control that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then nobody else, Ogma would only be speaking inside my own head.
That's correct.
Okay. I would okay, so given that information, you mentioned there's some sort of seating areas on this floor?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so I'd like to go and see if there's a spot where I'm clearly kind of sitting by myself for the purpose of contemplation.
Yeah, and I think that exists. There's kind of like two corners of the room on opposite side. One is a circle where people are talking, and one is a circle where people are absolutely silent. And
Okay.
it looks like you see people in the silent corner. They're sitting there. They're very obviously praying. And then when they're finished praying, they get up, they walk across, and they sit in the circle where the people are talking.
Okay.
So Bruce Humanman kind of points to the quiet circle and says, please take a seat and spend a bit of time with the old gaffer Ogma.
Oh, thank you, Bruce. That's great advice. I think I'll do that.
No problem. I'll be sitting in the other circle. You just come on and sit over there when you've had a good little chat with Ogma.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna ask you a quick thing because I'm gonna forget once I talk to God. How often do you have is it like a pray every day sort of thing, or do you have how often do you check it? Do you have a goal?
Not well. There's a couple things. There's a couple different types of prayers. You can pray where all you do is tell Ogma the things that you've learned. You won't hear back from him. It's just giving him some information. Those should happen pretty regularly, once every couple days at the absolute least. You can do it every day if you've got an entertaining, exciting life, but once every couple days at least. And the other kind where you have a conversation, those are actually quite rare. If you pray to Ogma in the church and you don't hear back, that's just because it's not an appropriate time. You can know that Ogma's hearing it, but perhaps it's not the time to have a conversation.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I just made a note for myself because I want to talk to Galdrick about something.
Okay.
Yeah. Just thinking I'm wondering if it's safe to tell Ogma literally everything, I'd want to.
Mm-hmm.
It's a god. You'd think that they could handle it. He could handle it,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to mess everything up.
Yeah. I don't think you need to worry about messing everything up. I think I'll stop you guys from accidentally ruining everything.
Okay. This is a campaign wrecking mistake. Okay.
You tried to learn from the artist Gajik, and I shut that down, so don't worry about it.
Okay, good point.
If I won't let the artist Gajik teach you, I won't let you ruin the entire campaign by accidentally.
I trust you. That's fair. I trust you.
Okay.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna beeline over to what seems to be a chair set apart a little bit.
Yep.
And then I, what's that? I like fold my knees and legs under myself, so I'm all kind of curled up in the chair. And then I look around to see if anyone else has their eyes shut as they're praying.
They do. They all have their eyes shut. Yep.
Okay, and then I will close my eyes and I'll try and connect with Ogma.
Okay. Yep. Okay. There's no roll needed, unlike when you're otherwise. And you immediately get a strong connection, and you hear the voice of Ogma say, hello, Lou. Hello. How wonderful to hear from you again.
It's wonderful to speak with you, Ogma. I'm learning a bit more about you now. I'm actually in your, I'm in the library, the church of your church, your house?
The House of Knowledge. Yes.
Yes, House of Knowledge. Thank you. Yeah, it's a nice place you have here.
Thank you. I think they did quite a good job putting it together. It's a wonderful place of learning and sharing information, and quite a resource. And they've got the lorologist there, and I'm quite a big fan of him.
Really? That's good. Even though he's not necessarily a team member.
No, that's all right. Some people, they don't need to spread information in the name of Ogma in order to be, people that I believe in, if that's the appropriate term of words then. I believe in Torl of the Lorologist.
I understand what you're saying. I do.
What brings you to this prayer, my child?
Well, really, I mean, to be frank, I think we're just kind of getting acquainted. I'm sort of new to this whole thing of being able to connect directly with a god is pretty amazing. And I'm just trying to learn more about you, about this whole crazy world we're in.
I can answer any questions that you have, my child, but I will have a task for you. I'm afraid I do actually have something to ask of you. I've been meaning to ask for a little while, but kind of hard to make contact. I'm still figuring you're kind of a unique case, Lou, and I'm still trying to figure out how we talk and how usually I can just call upon my servants, but it seems that I can't quite reach you willingly all the time.
Wow, that's interesting.
It's not something I'm used to.
I'm happy to do tasks. Just to be clear, you're not gonna ask me for somebody's eyeball or something like that. You wouldn't do that, right?
I can't promise that I wouldn't someday ask for an eyeball. If it's necessary, it's necessary. And I have required items such as that in the past.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Listen, I really believe in the idea of gathering knowledge and sharing it. So I think I'd love to hear what your task is.
Are you sure you don't have any other questions about...
Oh, well, yeah, that's at the end. That's a closer? Okay.
Yeah, the closer's going to be the task. There's not going to be a lot of time for questions after I give you the task.
Oh, really? All right, okay. Okay, so I have about 58 questions then.
Perfect. I've probably got 59 answers.
Hey, confidence. Love that in a god. First question. On one of our first, my group, I'm with those other folks. On one of our first days in the city, we passed this gathering of stones, this arrangement of stones. And they all had, the outer stones all had specific colors on them and symbols, and then the ones in the middle had different still colors and symbols. I'm pretty sure the color in the middle was different, right? It doesn't matter. Ogma will know. Could you tell me about them? What are those?
I know exactly what you're talking about. No, unfortunately, I don't have any satisfying answers. Well, maybe they are satisfying. Now, I have to tell you something. I was not actually in this world when it was created. I came from another plane of existence. And those stones were here when I arrived. Now, here's where it gets a little bit more interesting. I've asked around with the other gods who were here since the beginning. And those stones were here before they were. So unfortunately, I actually don't know what those stones are really used for. They seem to have some sort of an effect on magic, but I've never seen them used. I've never learned of their origin. I don't know how they got there, and they seem to be, how do you say this? It's like they defy some of the laws of reality.
Interesting. Wow. That's amazing. Yeah. Maybe I'm going to lag a bit because I'm making notes because that's bonkers. Oh no, that's crazy. So maybe I'm writing maybe Lou is writing this down.
That makes sense.
As she's, I'm really surprised to hear that, honestly. And even the other gods, wow, that's shocking. And they seem to not adhere to reality.
I can tell you that there have been many experiments done on them. People have tried casting magic into them, trying to cast magic through them. They've tried to tear them down or move them, and no one has been able to affect them. And I don't mean just people. There was a time when Bahamut came down and attempted to smash them. These stones defied the power of a god. And I don't understand how that's possible. These are unmovable, unimaginable stones that, through the power of creation that we, the gods, have, we cannot affect these stones.
That's completely shocking. Lou is a bit delighted and can't wait to tell Galdrick that that Bahamut came and can move him. That's really, wow. Those are some, maybe they're just really deep. Maybe they're just really deep in the earth.
Well,
do you have ground penetrating radar that you can check?
Not sure what radar is, but it's, I can tell you, if anybody could pull it out, Bahamut's probably one of them, and he couldn't get them to budge. It wasn't that they were strong, it's that he was defied kind of thing.
That's a very interesting distinction. It's not so much the physical nature,
no,
per se, of the stones. Yeah,
exactly. It's more that they denied, they refused to accept his existence.
Gosh, wow, okay.
But nobody's been able to use them. No god has ever seen them used. Well, we've seen them, magic go through them. Sometimes it's a little bit changed in some way, but we've never seen the stones really used in any major way. So they're an oddity. They're some sort of a fragment that no one understands, but seem to really be of relatively no consequence.
Okay, wow. You mentioned sometimes magic going into it and changing, and that just brought to mind, we saw this scroll, my party and I, in the lorologist's office that talked a bit about, I want to tell her about the ink calligrapher scroll. Tell him about it. So this seems to be, what did we learn? Did I learn? Did Jake tell us?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure he told you guys.
Okay. And so we know that magic is the manipulation of green ink here, pretty much.
Yep.
So basically there's this force that manipulated makes magic.
Oh yes, the weave, of course.
The weave, yeah.
Yes,
Totally.
Mistra usually manages that.
Oh, got it. Yes, okay. So why? Well, anyway, have you ever had, well, what do you know about the force itself? I mean, yeah. What do you know about it?
Well, I know a lot about it. It's the weave. It's the magical force that is used and wielded by arcane magic users. It's shaped into the spells that they form. It is the force and energy that is known as magic.
Okay. Yeah. Does it seem complete to you? Like, does it ever feel like maybe it's like disconnected from sort of greater whole?
I mean, as far as I understand from Mr., it's kind of it's just a big loop. It's a connected weave. So I would say it seems pretty complete to us.
That's good. It's nice to feel that. Yeah, that's very good. Additional question, bringing it back to present, sort of. I'm realizing that the lorologist told us once that there's been this kind of one historical record of the leaders of the world getting together, but they usually don't. And that made me think, the leaders, how do they change over? Like, if one of them gets sick and dies, how does a new leader come into power?
Oh, there's never been new leaders.
See, that's what I thought I thought you were gonna say that, Ogma.
Yeah, no, these leaders have been around for, well, thousands of years.
Doesn't that do you know of any creature in the world that could live that long?
No, absolutely not, other than the gods.
Yeah.
No, these leaders are immensely powerful. They are sustained through the power of their magic.
And 3. Not just like one who's like always been around and keeps gaining power and all of that. There's 3, and they've all always been there.
That's correct. Yes, the 3 that have when they were raised as leaders of their nations, they just were and always have been.
Could you tell me a bit about, so the inciting incident from my party here, the thing that really got us in the groove of helping people is our first encounter with that whole system. We wound up fighting these 2 creatures from the east. They came in way from outside of the kingdom of Haland. What do you know about what that? And I understand also that that's very unusual. Could you tell me anything about the east? About, what's the name of the place again?
Above is where people are thinking it's coming from, but as information's gathered and reported to me, that's how I learn of it. And unfortunately, there are not... this is kind of a problem. You see, not everyone is a fan of me for knowledge. There is another group, and they are not big Ogma fans. And you see, they're called the Church of All Tomorrows, and they are primarily the ones gathering information in Ibov. So I don't get a lot of information from that province, unfortunately. So what I get is what comes from, you and Izo and the Free City, and that's about all I really get. I don't really get anything from above, and so if it's coming from there, unfortunately, the Church of All Tomorrows is obscuring my knowledge there.
Goodness, so it's not like you can just poke your celestial head in and just see what's going on.
If it's a big deal, I will, but let's just say when the gods kind of come down and start interfering with the plan, with the prime material plane, that's kind of I'll run afoul of 1 or 2 other gods when I do that.
Sure. I get it. Like not ethics, but that thing, etiquette, totally.
Exactly.
You mentioned the Free City. We've
Yes.
been told of, threatened with the Free City a couple of times. What is this place? Where is it?
Oh, the Free City, it's kind of like the nexus of all provinces where they all connect. And it's where there is no law, no ruler, no nothing. It's just a city where there is no, it's just a city where if you don't want to be in any of the other provinces, you go there.
Sounds kind of chill.
Well, that's not a word I would use to describe it.
Okay, yeah.
It's mostly blood and violence and suffering.
Oh, that's the opposite. That's the opposite of chill.
Yep.
And you're saying you don't get reports from there?
Oh, I get lots of reports from
from
the Free City. Oh, yes.
Okay, got it.
But yes, well, listen, I think these are some excellent questions. I think you should write these questions down and probably contact me again when you have your whole party together, because this is some pretty important stuff I don't want anybody else to miss.
Sure, okay, sure, yeah.
These are
absolutely.
great questions.
Okay, thank you, Agna. I really appreciate that feedback. Okay. I have a final question for you.
Yes.
Do you like offerings? Do you need offerings?
The offerings to me are the important pieces of lore that are distributed once a year. I want nothing. I want the spread of knowledge. Every time you spread knowledge, that is an offering to me.
Understood. Okay. That's great. Thank you.
No problem. Now, I do have a task for you.
Right. That's right. You mentioned. I wasn't trying to get out of it.
No, of course. And in fact, the Church of All Tomorrows is actually at the heart of this task I have for you.
Oh, tell me more.
Now, the Church of All Tomorrows is not necessarily an evil organization, although many of the followers of Ogma would believe that. But they do believe that my information is flawed and that I am flawed. They believe that because I know everything but can't tell the future, that I can't know everything. So the Church of All Tomorrows is obsessed with the learning of clairvoyance. Now, here's the thing about clairvoyance. Knowing the future does not change the future. Knowing it won't change what happens, so it doesn't. It's a folly task, in my opinion. But
I mean, I hear you, and often, yeah. But I mean, it seems like sometimes maybe it can. You can, by knowing it, you can try and put effort towards avoiding.
Yes, but that effort into avoiding it would be accounted for in the future itself.
Lou, I mean, we all can only gauge by. Yes, I understand what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
So, well, listen here. There is an item that is, it's called the Deimos. And it can provide absolute clairvoyance with crystal clarity and an unerring view of the future. Now, we had it. We didn't use it. It was meant as a symbol of the folly of knowing the future. But the other thing is that it kills whoever drinks from it. You gain 1 moment of absolute clarity of the absolute future, and then you die. Which is also kind of a folly. You would know in that one brief moment that you were going to die the next moment, as well as all the rest of the future, but that doesn't help you because you die.
Exactly. It's weird. Although, I hear that there's a lot of dead people who are still kicking in the Bob.
Yes, I've heard that too. I don't think that works like this. I think this is like a super death.
Oh.
This is like mega death.
That's the worst sort of.
Mega death is definitely the worst. So.
That's just the worst. That sounds awful.
Mega death is fucking terrible. So anyways, we had this Deimos, and it's been stolen from my church.
That is so awful.
It is awful, and I guess the other thing would be that if somebody had drank from it, they would have known that it was going to be stolen. Anyways,
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh no.
so the thing is, we need somebody to go recover the Deimos, not just because we need to have it, and not just because it's dangerous, but it seems like the Church of All Tomorrows is sacrificing people to try to purify it. I think they're trying to I believe they're trying to they're trying to sacrifice people in order to hold on just a sec. Yeah, they're testing it on people to try to see if there's a way they can purify this liquid in the center of the Deimos to not kill them. And well, they've been choosing followers of my church to test it on, and that I will not abide. I have people who are dedicated to spreading knowledge, and here the Church of All Tomorrows is killing my people on a task that cannot be completed, and if it was somehow completed, would be folly.
Gosh, that is, I mean, wow. So what do you want me to go and grab it?
I would love if you could go and find the Deimos and bring it back, please.
Yeah. Bring it here to the, well, I mean, they did steal it from here. Did you want me to take it to some second location?
No, bring it here or destroy it. I don't care. I don't need this to exist. It was a symbol, a pointless symbol, until the Church of All Tomorrows kind of took it upon themselves. But I would rather it be destroyed than come back. But I'd rather it come back than be destroyed.
Do you think that I am presently equipped, like all the items that I have and all of the skills that I have? Do you think I can do that? What I'm trying to see is if Agma can tell what's in my pockets. Are they gonna know if I take the little orb and have it for me to have for me and don't give it back? Basically, I want to know if there's anything they don't know that I have.
Oh, well, I would say you're probably equipped. You're going to need, so first of all, the Deimos it's a large silver disc. And
okay,
it has a depression in the center, and in the depression is a black liquid. That's what the Deimos looks like. I think you could probably destroy it. You would probably need to find a powerful magic user to finally destroy it. But you cannot complete this task alone. You're going to need to take my top kind of information seeker with you.
Oh. Okay, who's that?
Well, he's a little bit much, but he's quite a fantastic individual. His name is Monsieur Averell Jacques.
Oh my gosh!
He's
I don't know why I just feel I'm so excited about that. That sounds great. I was really, guys, you know what it is? I was really worried you were going to say the painter guy. So Averell Jacques is not that, and sounds good.
The artist Gajik.
Yeah.
No,
what's with that guy?
He's kind of a solo guy. He does amazing work. He spreads amazing knowledge and appreciation of art throughout the land. But no, he's not supposed to be worked. Nobody should work with him.
Yeah. You're right though, that his stuff is very good.
It's beautiful, but definitely nobody should work with him. Don't ever try to learn how to paint from him.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't. I tried to. I did. And he turned me down.
I don't think he would accept anyone. He wants desperately an apprentice, but would never accept one.
I see. Okay. But Averell Jacques, he's not that way?
No, Averell Jacques loves a good story, loves a good adventure, and loves telling everybody about it.
Nice. All right. Well, cool. Where can I find him?
He should be either on where he'll be in the building that you're in. He might be on the lower levels, practicing some of his songs.
Okay. How will I know it's him? Is he gonna wear like a carnation in his buttonhole kind of thing?
He's kind of a big chubby elf with long hair, and he'll probably be eating cheese.
Okay.
And when you see a person eating cheese in the library, that'll be him, because nobody else would do something that insane.
Okay. Well, I mean, I kind of get it, so I think we're gonna get along fine. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, hey, sorry, one question. Is this like an urgent? I mean, I guess people are dying, so it feels like
Yes,
urgent.
people are dying, so
Yeah.
urgency, yes, kind of top priority right now. I kind of
I
actually
understand
wanted to
my
ask you a
question.
while ago, but I
Oh.
couldn't reach out to you directly.
Yeah, that's weird, right? Like you can usually reach other people, but you.
Well, you're kind of a unique case anyways, because, I mean, I didn't even know about you until the other Lou told me about you and told me to give you other Lou to you, Lou.
Right. the Lewinning.
Yes,
Sort of.
exactly. Yes, that's... And I think their boss's name was Lou as well. It's like this Lou chain of Lou's. I don't really understand it.
That's it. I haven't really heard of that. The additional Lou. I'm curious. Can I know, well, I wanted to ask what the other Lou told you about me, but maybe we can do that later. Did you want to do that later instead?
I mean, honestly, they didn't tell me much about you. I kind of agreed to kind of watch over you with the promise of more information about how this is working, because what you are doesn't really exist.
What do you mean? What am I?
You popped into existence as a full-grown woman with no childhood. That's not a thing that exists.
Got it.
And I would love to know how that happens, but I won't ask you, and please don't tell me.
Okay, great. Okay. Okay, you got
Because
it.
the first Lou said that they would tell me.
Oh, we don't want to step on Lou's toes. Yeah, I agree with that. And he's a much better storyteller, really.
He's got that wonderful voice, so I do look forward to the storytelling.
Okay. Well, off to save the world, I guess.
All right, well, you're not saving the world, you're just kind
I
of...
mean, it's kind of.
Oh, if that makes you feel better, please go save the world, Lou. And please do check in once in a while. I do love these little chats. You're probably one of the most interesting things on this whole planet at the moment.
Wow, thanks. Yeah, thank you. Okay, no, I will. I'll check in.
Fantastic. Take care, my child.
You too. Hey, goodbye. I'm in. Goodbye.
Yeah, and you can feel that connection broken.
Oh. Information.
Yeah, do some more of that with the party, because you were asking some good questions. I would love to give you more information. It's just I don't want like everybody to watch this and listen to this, and then you basically spend an hour recapping what you learned to the party. So
Yeah, that's rough. Sorry, I couldn't
no,
contain
that's
myself.
good.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I
true.
loved it. That's a good
totally.
kind of, because there's so much more. So definitely ask more when you're with the party so they can all hear it too. That's some really, really good questions. These are important things.
That's crazy about the stones, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh. Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna look up at the door to the laurologist. Was hoping to see my friends Torlif and Atom. Do I hear anything from up there? I'm not gonna go up there, but do I hear anything?
You hear a very, very kind of muffled yell, and probably what sounds like a whole bookshelf falling over.
Oh no. Maybe I don't want to deal with them right now. Maybe it kind of works out actually.
Yeah.
I hustle on down to the first floor to see if I can see a chubby cheese-eating elf.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. You hear him before you see him.
Eating the cheese?
You hear him eating. No, you hear a person kind of above the rest, and he's shouting, I know you believe what you understand what I said, but I am not sure you realize that what you heard is not what I meant.
Lou stops in her tracks and goes, and tries to like parse out the order.
And so yeah, then you look over and you see this just normal height elf with beautiful long golden hair, who's carrying a couple extra pounds. He's not huge, he's not grotesque, but he's kind of chubby, and most elves you've seen are kind of svelte, kind of thin. They have it's like their natural body metabolism keeps them kind of trim no matter what they eat. And this guy, he's got a bit of chunk on him.
Nice.
And he's got a big fucking like wedge of cheese. Like it's not a pea, it's a fucking wedge of cheese that he's holding by the round end. And you know, after he says that, he just like takes a huge bite of this cheese as he's thinking about it.
Like an apple.
Like a fucking cartoon mouse.
Okay. That's hardcore. Okay.
Yep.
I walk up over there. Who's he talking to?
Absolutely nobody.
Oh, that's a little concerning. Okay. I walk up and say, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt your conversation. Hello?
And as soon as you walk up to him, he looks at you like really, really intensely in the eyes. He says, the man, the professor, the student has studies out.
Well, oh, what? Say again?
Are you confused?
A little, actually, yeah.
I don't know why that spell just does not work on anybody else. I tried to confuse people over and over again, and they just, it doesn't seem to work. I thought that was quite confusing.
Yeah, no, it totally worked. Got me great.
I wish I knew why it did not work against other people, but I guess I will. Do you have a weak mind, perhaps?
Well, no, I mean, it depends on your, no, I don't.
Oh, well, then I guess I must have just not said the spell correctly the first time, but bonjour, my name is Mr. Avril Jacques. You said your name was Lou, I believe?
Yeah, hello, Monsieur Jacques. I am Lou, that's correct. You know what I was thinking? Maybe it's just because I was really trying hard to understand. So maybe you just need people to really focus on you when you cast it.
Ah, I see. All right. So maybe I say, hello, bonjour. I would like to have a discussion with you. I know you believe you understand what I said, but I'm not sure you said you realize what you heard is not what I meant.
Yeah, totally. Like, really, or even lead up more to it. Just really get them engaged and involved.
Ah, I see. Like, hello, bonjour. My name is Avril Jacques. What is your name?
My name is Lou.
That's wonderful to meet you. My favorite color is fish, and the man, the professor, the student has studies art.
Bang! Like, so confused. I'm so confused right now. You did a great job.
Oh, I see. Thank you very much. This is so useful for me to know. What can I help you with?
Well, thank you for asking. I just spoke to God. I think they're your God as well. It's Ogma.
Oh, yes. I just refer to him as Ogma. Saying God is a little bit ambiguous.
You know what? That's so true. Yeah. Okay, Ogma. I just talked to Ogma. And Ogma gave me a task and asked that we both do it together. Have you talked to Ogma? Have you received this task?
I have not talked to Ogma in today, but you know, if you say you talk to him and you are a follower of Ogma, then I'm sure you're not lying to me.
Oh yeah, I hold up my pendant.
Exactly. Now, what did the old gaffer say that we need to do together?
It's so funny. The old gaffer is really a common little nickname for him. Well, he told me about the Church of All Tomorrows. Have you heard of them?
Ah, yes, they are the non-believers. They are the ones who hate Ogma. I don't know why. I don't know how you could hate such a wonderful god.
Right, same.
What about the Church of Poop Tomorrows?
First of all, good one.
Thank you.
Second of all, one sec. They've stolen an item that used to be here, and our mission, should we choose to accept it, is to go and steal it right back. But let me just check my notes because I wrote it down what it's called.
Okay, that is very important that we know what it is, because it's going to be hard to get it if we don't know what it's called.
It's called a Deimos. It's kind of like John Stamos, but if it was a demon, so it's like a Deimos, you know?
As soon as you say Deimos, his face kind of like gets more serious, and then when you say the Stamos thing, it kind of like becomes a little bit like
confusion. Huh?
All right, that's pretty good. Okay. They took the Stamos.
No, the Deimos. The Stamos thing is nothing.
Oh, the Stamos is safe. Oh, we almost had a really serious situation on our hands.
Oh gosh, I know, right? I really worry about that guy.
We would have to save the world if they took the Stamos, but if all they took was the Deimos, then well, that's still pretty bad.
It's still pretty bad. Did you see it when it was here? You know what it looks like? It's got the silver.
Oh yes, it's like a fancy silver dish with some nasty black liquid in the middle.
Exactly, yeah. Well, the Church of All Tomorrows has taken it, and in trying to purify the center so that it doesn't kill people when it's used, in trying to purify it, they're just feeding people to it, just nonstop. And all of those people are our people, just Ogma-ites.
Ogma-ites, yes. Okay, well, here's the thing. I think I know who the members of the Church of All Tomorrows were.
Wow, I'm so glad. That's great. I understand why Ogma picked you for the task.
Well, yes, I've been kind of keeping an eye on them. It's this pair of dwarven women, Landria and Moira. I mean, they've been very quiet. They've got some disparaging remarks about Ogma himself, but they never did anything too bad. I thought maybe they were, snobs.
Oh, sure, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But now I see perhaps they are the ones who maybe took this Deimos.
That's awful. Where do they hang out?
Oh, that's this thing. They either hang out here, or they probably go home. But I don't know where they live. I thought about maybe following them home, but that would be mega creepy to do. So I did not do that.
No, that's some good self-editing. You did a good job. That's right. But now we know that they might be killing folks, and so I feel like that kind of like changes the vibe of the whole following thing.
Yes, we should probably find out where their homes are.
Okay, so we have like some sort of town record keeper? I mean, actually, that would be here, right?
Yes, we have some records here, but...
Do you have like a book of people's names and numbers and addresses? Maybe it's got like white pages or something?
Actually, it's got a yellow.
That's ridiculous.
I don't know why they decided to make the book yellow, but we've got this yellow book here, and it's got a list of... No, they don't have that here.
Oh, man, you really got me. You're very good at these sort of misdirects.
Yes, it's kind of more like facts, but if we want kind of a current list of where people are and their names, we'll probably have to go to the sorting house.
Oh, okay, sure.
One moment, I must pop myself into existence, as they say. Whoops.
I saw a blip, but then nothing. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm quite beautiful.
You really are. I didn't want to say anything. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but you're lovely. You're a lovely man.
I really am quite an attractive elf. Anyways.
Let's go. I'm good friends with Atla Lee.
Oh, Atla Lee is probably one of the most, knowledgeable. Is probably the best compliment I could come up with. The most knowledgeable person at the sorting house.
Okay. Hey, quick question. Do we pass the cookie brunch place as we go?
Yeah, you guys do.
Have you been in there?
Oh yes, it's I went there for brunch one time, and it was this awful kind of crumbly bread cookie covered in avocado. It was disgusting.
I slap him on the arm like, that's what I had. I know, right? I don't know why the line.
I don't know why everybody lines up every day to get these nasty bread cookies.
I don't know. I do not know. It seems like it's a thing. Maybe we should find out just for knowledge's sake. Hey.
You know what? That actually makes sense.
Well, maybe after as a little reward.
Yes, that sounds probably pretty good. And you guys arrive at the sorting hall. You make your way inside, and it's probably around just after noon at this point. So it's actually when Atla Lee is getting off her shift, right? They hand out ribbons in the morning, and she's just getting off her shift.
Okay.
and she sees you with Monsieur Jacques, and she walks over and she's like, "Oh, hello, Lou. Hello, Jacques.
Hello, Aunt Lily. How'd your day go?
Oh, pretty good. You know, it's not the most taxing job in the world, but you get to talk to all the people and get to know everyone, so it's fine."
That's nice. Yeah. Who got Gerby today?
Oh, it was Slump.
Oh, that's okay.
He looked like he wanted it, actually.
Oh, I'm glad to hear
I
that.
think he was going to take him looking for rocks.
That's adorable.
I thought so too. I thought that was so nice for him to choose Gerby. I thought that was just what a wonderful gesture. Gerby seemed just
Wow.
tickled too.
I bet. I'm so glad to hear that. That's lovely. Well, it was my day off today, as you know. You gave me the ticket.
Yes, of course.
Jacques and I. Oh, sorry. I think I didn't press push to talk. But anyway, Jacques and I, we're actually hoping to connect with. Oh wait, sorry. I just kind of thought about my whole new alignment. I guess I was gonna lie, and I realized I'm not allowed to. We're looking for some information. We were wondering if you could help us.
I probably can. I mean, honestly, if you're looking for information, you probably just came from the best place. House of Knowledge has basically all of the knowledge.
Almost, yeah. We're just trying to connect with these people who we think we'd have a lot of common interests with. They're Moira and Landria. They're dwarven women.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, have you met them? Do you know where they hang out?
Yes. I know. Yeah, no, they come in every day. They get their ribbons. They actually didn't show up today, so I've actually had to write up kind of a what do you say, like a citation, yeah, like a search and cite kind of thing, like go find them and give them yeah, no, it's kind of a serious thing to not show up for your ribbons, so they've been listed for the find and bring back kind of thing.
Goodness, wow, that sounds serious. Well, do you think they're hurt though? Like maybe they just got in trouble.
If they're hurt, then there will be no foul. That'll be no problem. They'll get their silver ribbons until they're back up on their feet, but they definitely do need to be found.
Okay, so you've checked their residences.
Well, no, they haven't checked their residence to start with. They frequent some other places, so we haven't checked their house quite yet.
Oh, well, I mean, hey, do you need another set of searching arms?
Yes, I mean, you won't be able to you can't arrest them or anything, but you can go check and see if they're there and report back. You know, if they have a good reason, and you bring it back to me, I can call off the guards and, maybe get them off a little bit easy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Where should we go?
Their house is actually right next door.
Oh, no way.
And just head out the front door, take a left, and their building is right next to ours.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go check it out. We'll report back. Don't even worry about it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Are you sure this is what you want? You worked for 4 weeks straight, and you want to spend your day off looking for people who didn't show up for ribbons?
You know what it is? You know who I'm looking for?
Who?
Friends. New friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Jacques is like, do you really want to be friends with them?
I'm not discounting it.
All right, that's fair. It seems a little bit misleading, but I mean, if you want to be friends with them, I guess that's fine.
Jack, I said I'm looking for friends. I didn't say like they were friends.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not. I see. Dude. Looking for friends. I see. Oh, that's my bad. That's right. Everything she said is exactly right. Hello at Lily also. Goodbye. We'll go find them and our friends, and maybe not they're the same thing.
Yep. Don't worry about it. Also, don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, I won't. You both seem like good folks. You're followers of Ogma, so I'm sure you're just fine, but please do be careful.
Always.
Okay, yeah, and she gave the location, and she kind of shakes your hands and walks out.
Have a good afternoon. Bye.
You too.
So let's. Oh well, Jack. Let's head on right over. It's nice. It's right here.
Yep. And you guys head over to the to the house right next door. It's the one with the stone in the yard.
Was this the one that Jake found abandoned?
No, the one Jake found abandoned. I've actually lived at Galdrick's house.
Oh yeah, that's right.
On
that's
like right. the bottom left corner.
Oh, I see.
Galdrick's house. Yeah,
Okay,
this is the one that had the stone in the yard, and you guys looked at it like, oh, what kind of shop is it? Does it have any signs? Does it have any whatever? And I said it doesn't look like a shop, but it does look used. So and so I said it looks almost like it's a house. So this is the house of these two dwarves.
Jack. I'm elbowing him. Jack.
Yes. Oh, you don't have to elbow me. I can hear you.
Jack.
Okay. Yes. Please stop elbowing me. I don't like that at all.
Sorry about that. I apologize. Have you seen that stone out in their yard?
Yes. It's like the ones in the circle.
Yeah. Right. That's suspicious. I should ask Dogma. Did you hear how those stones have been there for like ever before the gods were here even?
Yes, we've all kind of learned what we can about those stones, but I mean, there's not much to learn. They're old, they're weird, and they don't do anything.
Well, it's pretty. I mean, anyway, it's weird that there's one there. I wonder if it's all. Hey, do you know if this one is also kind of bends reality in the same way as the other ones?
No, somebody broke this one completely. It was another one was made and put in its place.
Oh, wait. So this one, but it wasn't like one of the original like the other stones. It was oh yeah, no, Jake did a check on it. Jake did a check.
Yeah, totally newer, made of a totally different material.
But we don't know that it was originally the same type as the other stone, right? And that you know what I mean? Was it always a replica and always a mimic stone? Or was it at one point a real scary stone like those other ones, but then it got broken?
You don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess enough stalling, huh? Can I look in the window and see if there's any movement?
Yeah, roll a perception check. So plus wisdom.
Oh, I was so close. That's a 9 plus 3 is a 12.
Yeah, so with that, you can't really get a good look in there. You don't see anybody, but you can't get a good enough look around to tell for sure that nobody's there.
Okay. Is there a mailbox?
Yes.
Is there a bunch of mail in it, or has it been checked recently?
Oh, good one. It's been checked. It's empty.
Okay. Okay, Jack, look, the mailbox is empty, so somebody has checked it recently. It's late in the day, so the mail's already come.
Yes, they must have checked it today.
Is that too much extrapolating?
Nope, that's absolutely accurate.
Okay. Okay, so let's proceed with caution, I guess. How do we want to play this? I mean, I know we can't lie, which is like so tough. I don't know why that's a thing, but I mean, okay, we can do it. But how do you want to play it?
Maybe we just kick down the door and we say, we are here, you evil, bad churches people.
Well, I love the gumption. I love the kind of fiery passion that you bring to it. Here's my question. We don't know how many people are in there, so, I mean, we don't want to be throwing ourselves into some kind of unwinnable death sort of situation.
Maybe we pick the lock on the door and sneak in.
Yeah, I'm more of that. Let's like do some reconnaissance. Let's do like a chill kind of stroll around and see if we see anything, and then maybe try and get in. Maybe not the front door right by everybody. Let's see if there's like a side entrance.
All right, that sounds good to me.
Okay, so I want to take a walk. I guess I can move my little dude. So it's kind of like not a duplex, but whatever the 4-1 is, right? Quadruplex.
It's more like a duplex.
It's like a duplex, right? So we can't really get behind it, but we could go around the side.
Yeah.
Anything pop up as we walk around?
Roll plus intelligence.
That's it. Oh no!
Yeah. No, it's you can't really see any other ways in.
Okay. Okay, well, Jack, I think you're right. I think we need to either pick the lock or just knock on it. I think that if they know, I think they're not going to answer if they didn't show up for the ribboning today. So I think we're better off picking the lock. What if here's what we do. We knock super quietly, and then once we open the door, we'll say, oh, I don't know, we knocked. You know what I mean? And then we're not lying.
I kind of like, perhaps, no, I think just pick the lock. I will I will watch for anybody kind of watching.
Okay, cover me.
I will cover you.
I try to pick the lock.
Roll plus dexterity.
Dexterity is nothing. Come on, better roll. I have got it. It's the color of the dice, I think, is the problem. Hang on, I'm going to take that. It's bad, though.
Because Jacques is covering you, you can roll at advantage.
Ooh. That's worse.
Okay, so your dice are broken. You have rolled a bunch of times, and you can't roll above a 10.
This is why. We should have gone with the physical, actual dice. This is the problem.
I agree. Roll a d20.
We don't have. I dropped it. It's on the floor.
Nah, if it's on the floor, it doesn't count.
Okay, that's good because it's a 3. Yeah, but you rolled that. That's a 16.
Yeah. That's average. So I think you stick a lock pick in there. And like you break the lock pick, so you try to get that lock pick out with another lock pick, and you break that one in there too. And Jack is like, like good day, like he's kind of like he's like distracting for, and then he looks back and like he just keeps on seeing you like back there, like King. So he keeps on seeing you kind of breaking these and dropping things on the ground. And he turns to you and he says, perhaps I should try.
Yes, please try. This is not my bag.
And he walks up and very deftly, like kind of gets a very special. He's got bobby pins in his hair, and he kind of pulls the bobby pin out. And you see him like just kind of deftly pop out your broken lock picks, and then he gets it in there and jiggles and pops the lock, no problem, and the door opens up.
Bobby pins, dang! It's my new like page boy. All right, it's okay. Okay. Can we like Scooby-Doo heads into it and see just our noses are in and see as sneakily as we can?
Yeah. Okay. So roll a stealth check. Roll plus dexterity again.
Oh, dexterity sucks. Oh my goodness.
Boy, that's not great. That's not great.
I'm gonna change the color again. It's gonna be okay. Jack.
Not great. Okay, so the average of 14 and 5 is what, like 8 or 9 or something like that.
Sure.
Still technically a fail. So you guys kind of like pop your noses in, and then like Jack kind of pops his nose in above you, but like he's kind of off balance and he kind of falls, and you guys both just kind of crash into the house very loudly.
Once we fall, I stay perfectly still, as if that will help.
Yeah, Jack does too. Like Jack like falls like on his ass and just like sits there with his arms and legs in the air, kind of thing, completely motionless.
Yes.
You guys hear absolutely nothing in the house.
Oh, maybe it's okay. Quick, close the door. Close the door.
Yeah, Jacques gets up and he closes the door.
Okay. Stealthy like. I think the first thing, let's check to see if there's anyone in the house first, and then if there's not, then we can like take our time and look.
Yeah, so the house, you guys search a couple of the rooms, and you're not quiet. Like that stealth roll carries through, and you guys are like fucking just clomping around. You bump into things because there's all the curtains are drawn. It's dark in here. No lanterns, no candles, no nothing. You're wandering around in the dark. You bump into things. You're very, very loud, but you can tell pretty quickly that the house is absolutely empty. It almost doesn't look lived in. The entryway kind of leads to a dining room, and to the right is a sitting room, and to the left is a bedroom. The kitchen does have settings and dishes for 2 people, but the food in the cabinets is like bare minimum rations. As you look around, there's a closet with standard clothing, but it also has a few sets of dark robes. And there is a, you do find, well, yeah, sure. You find a locked chest under the table in the sitting room.
Hey, maybe this is something. Wait, did you see those robes?
Yes, those robes, they definitely looked a little bit menacing, but I guess maybe it's a little bit presumptuous to just assume anybody in a dark robe is a bad person.
2 right, but also 2 things. 1, let's check the pockets. And then 2, let's take those robes, and then if we have to go into some sort of church of scary place, we have those, and maybe it's like the right garb, you know.
Okay, yeah. You check the pockets. There's a key in one.
Oh, what's up?
Yep.
Sorry, I'm very excited.
I know. That was right. I didn't think you checked the pockets.
Always. I mean, I guess the risk is you're gonna get some sort of goop, but in this case, it was okay, and it was a key.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you check the pocket, you get the key. You don't know for what, but you have a key, and then you take the robes themselves.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, yep, you take the robes, and now you have 2 sets of dark robes that don't fit either of you, even remotely.
Okay, I'm gonna put them on right away in case somebody comes home really fast.
Yeah, it goes down to just above your waist. And it's huge.
Sorry, just above my waist? Just above my waist? I have a crop top, is what you're saying.
Well, maybe not quite that, but yeah.
No, it's a crop top.
You have a couple of crop top robes.
Yes.
Yep.
Me and Jack. This is great.
Yeah, so you and Jack are walking around in crop top robes that are way, like, they got tons of room in the chest area. These are for short, fat, dwarven women. And you guys are big, tall, non-dwarven women. So these things are like huge, like raincoat crop tops.
That's just great news. Maybe, Jack, before we go, let's check the linen closet to see if there's anything we can like compliment these with. But for now, let's just wear them, and then let's check this chest. Maybe this key is for the chest.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Mr. Jack says, all right, that sounds good to me.
Okay. Can I check for traps? Can I see if it's gonna explode in like poison?
You are so fucking like on this shit. What the fuck? When has anybody checked for fucking traps in this campaign? And literally as soon as I fucking add a trapped chest, you fucking check for traps on the first time ever.
We're married.
What the fuck? Get out of my brain. What the fucking shit? I thought for sure I was gonna get you with this trap. This was gonna be like, you're playing D&D, check for traps. And you fucking did it before I even got to get you with the fucking trap.
I have to roll. You're kind of giving me the...
Damn. Okay. Okay. Roll. I mean, what the fuck? Roll. I mean, you look and it's fucking trapped. Like, there's no roll to check for traps. I mean, I guess you already fucking. Well, no, Lou doesn't. You fucking roll.
Totally, and like also if I can avoid the trap too. But I guess that's a different thing.
That's kind of. I was gonna roll to see if you could avoid the trap, but usually check for traps is disarm the trap.
I see.
So I think.
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead. Well, no, never mind. That's not actually true. Those are 2 different things. But anyways,
okay.
Roll plus dexterity.
Oh.
Okay, what did I set the DC at?
8. Classic DC 8 trap.
Okay, no dice.
Oh, that's Jack. Damn it. I thought you were rolling for the chest. Never mind.
I know that was Jack. So I think you kind of look at it and you go to stick the key in and you notice, oh shit, this thing's got a trap. Like it's got an arcane lock on here. Like not an arcane lock, it's got like an arcane kind of barrier so that when the key goes past it, it sets it off. And so instead of sticking the key in, you try to figure out how to like disable this little arcane barrier kind of thing. And in trying to disable it, you kind of jiggle it and it looks like the barrier shakes like it's kind of breaking. And so Jacques tries to kind of grab it to stop the like the shaking kind of thing. But I think he stops the box, the barrier goes off anyways, and this like purple malaise kind of expands outwards from the box. And you both get -2 rolls for the rest of the day.
Oh shit, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks so bad. Let me check my whole inventory. If I throw a teddy bear of pacification, would that help? Probably not.
Probably not.
Okay. Damn, that's rough. Okay. Well, Jack, I didn't feel great. What just happened?
Yeah, you look at Jacques and he looks like nauseous. He's like, that did not feel very good.
No. Totally agree. Do you know any magic users or rogues or something who could help us with this?
It looks like that key could probably open it up, and I think the trap is gone now.
Oh, all right. I mean, hey, what's another -2? It's just a little joke I make with math. Don't worry about it.
Doesn't really make much sense to me.
Confused.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. I was very confused.
Yeah, right. I know.
Okay, so you stick the key in, you pop open the lock, and you see you see blueprints for a very ornate key that is not this key.
Oh. It's like a key to a key.
You also see a map, a very vague map.
Okay. I say, and I hold the map up and I turn it upside down and see if it's less vague. I smell the map.
Roll plus intelligence.
Better than dexterity. Yeah.
Okay, no, that's good. DC was 12.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So the other ones were very hard. I put DCs of 15 because
Okay. Good.
So with this, you're looking at the map and you turn it upside down and you fucking smell it, and as you like fucking become one with this map.
Yeah, exactly.
You start to notice a couple landmarks. You've been here for a while, you've had to go out exploring, and you recognize this as the Northern Woods. And the exact location on the map, you don't know what it is, but you figure, based on the landmarks on it, that you could probably follow it pretty close.
Okay. Well, do you think we should make this key before we go, or do you think we should just go? Oh, I describe where it is.
I believe we should probably just go and maybe see if they have the key there. I don't really care about the key all that much as I care about the Deimos.
Well, if they took the Deimos and locked it away at some secret location, maybe that key is the entrance to the lock at that location that we're going to, you know?
That does make sense. Let's just say that with the amount of time we have left,
I agree. That's why I wanted to ask. Okay, sounds good.
Having a key made would be too long. Okay. So
you know, as we walk, I know we want to go. So as we walk, I say, maybe we can lockpick in the exact formation of the key. It's probably going to still help.
Actually, that's a very good point. Now, the problem with this is that the key has 3 heads. So like it comes out and then it comes out into 3 different heads kind of thing. Like 3 different.
Well, we can think about it on our walk to the forest.
Okay. Roll plus wisdom to see if you could even think of how to pick in the formation of this thing.
Oh yeah, it's a
Oh
yeah. Yes.
shit!
It's a sort of like springing. It's like a hard paper, so it springs out when it. Is that what you mean? Like it goes into a lock and then it springs out into three things?
I mean more like it is a lock with three slots, like a T-shaped slot that it goes into.
Got it. Got it.
Yep. But I mean, with that kind of fucking check, like you like, okay, if we just cross the picks and prop another one up and then we like kind of jiggle them like that, we could probably pick all three fucking locks at once kind of thing. So you feel like you could pick this fucking lock.
Which is crazy because I did so badly on the first one, but that's good. I feel very confident about the second lock. Yeah.
Yeah, you fucked up the other lock so badly, but you feel like you could kind of crush this one.
I've learned through failure, okay? I think I can do it.
Okay. And you guys follow the map into the forest, and at this point it's starting to become evening time. It's been a long day and the sun is setting, and I will need you to roll a survival check.
Oh, D&D.
I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't have a survival plus.
Yeah, survival wisdom.
Wisdom, sweet. Not as sweet.
Okay, that's good. It was another DC 12, so you do make it. As you guys are out in the forest, you guys almost get turned around, and you're stopping to think about, where do we go? Like that rock, like it looked a little bit different, but is that because of the shadows? You're not really sure. And then you hear something in the forest, and you see 3 enormous fucking forest spiders. Huge motherfuckers.
Of all the things.
That if you had not stopped to think about this, you would have come around the corner directly into them. And they are prowling. Like they're not traveling. Like they're
looking for dinner.
Their big creepy legs are kind of very softly moving around as they're looking for some sort of prey.
I hate that. I hate it. Okay.
And you know that you would have been the prey.
It's on my neck. I feel like they're on my neck.
No, they're so big that they would be like kicking down the door.
Oh, well, that's fine then.
Yeah. So yeah, just in, kind of as the setting sunlight is kind of dark orange, you just see that glint of the dark orange kind of coming across these enormous spiders.
Dang.
And you're kind of out of their line of sight. You can kind of see it through the bushes around this rock. And they kind of come around the rock and they start walking down the path. Not the path, the kind of like opening between the trees past you. And you do not have to fight the 3 very nasty, very scary forest spiders.
I had my mouth. I had my hand over Jack's mouth the whole time. I was making out with Jack the whole time.
Making out with Jack the whole time, yeah.
Basically, I was making out with Jack. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And
I was trying to keep him quiet as well.
Yeah, I think that's it, because I think like when you're like, we go here, I think he started to be like point, and like you knew he was gonna say something, so you covered his mouth, and then as soon as the spiders walked by, like you felt him go. Like there was like an audible gasp that would have drawn their attention, but by covering his mouth, he makes no sound. And you guys continue along until you find the location where the map indicated, and you don't really see much here. You're looking around, the light is low, it's hard to see, and there's like a hill with trees on top of it. And as you sit there and look, you notice that there's a cave in it. And as well, I mean, I guess, yeah, you just see the cave. I'm not gonna actually make you do anything. You are standing in not a clearing, it's forested, and there's kind of a hill, and where the shadow is falling over, you can actually see that beyond the shadow, there's actually an opening in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we still wearing the robes?
Yeah, you have your crop top robes on.
Okay. Jack, I feel like if we run into people and we want to make them think these are our robes, how can we say that there was a mishap and we had to they were on fire? I really want to lie. How do you not lie?
We can say somebody probably washed them in hot water.
That's lying.
Well, they might have.
Oh, you're right. Okay, sounds good. Okay, thank you.
I mean,
All
we
right,
can just say that you are evil, dirty members of the Church of all tomorrows, and we will kill all tomorrows, and we had to kill you. We could just say that.
I don't want to kill anybody if we can avoid it.
I think it's okay to lie, maybe perhaps a little bit here, where against the evil people.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, here we go.
Okay, and you want to just go into the cave?
I want to check in first. Try the Scooby-Doo trick once more, but with feeling.
Okay, try another stealth check plus dexterity.
Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Don't even worry about it. It's gonna be totally good. It's gonna be totally fine. It's a 10.
Okay, and Jacques rolled a 12. So between the two of you, it's above a 10. So I'm going to say you're pretty quiet. You feel you're not actively clomping around. And when you get up to the entrance of the cave, it's not a cave.
Oh.
It is a constructed building that looks like it's had dirt and forest put on top of it.
Oh.
So it is not a natural cave that has been excavated. This is like a constructed building that has been buried.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, you see kind of a long dark hallway ahead of you.
Okay, and yeah, we don't hear anything or anything like that?
Roll plus wisdom for a perception check.
Got it. Oh, dang.
Yeah, no, you hear fucking nothing.
Okay.
You don't hear shit. What is
Okay.
What does Jacques hear? Fucking
What?
nothing.
Roll20 is doing this on purpose.
Yeah, no, you guys hear fucking nothing.
Okay. Well, Jacques, I mean, here we go.
Okay. You guys enter the cave, enter this building, and it's absolutely dark, but there are a couple of candles every now and then along the walls, just providing a just bare minimal light.
I was thinking about taking one, but
Yeah, okay, yeah. And as you make your way down the hallway, it eventually comes to a staircase. It's not a round spiral. It's like a square following the walls kind of spiral down.
like an apartment building staircase.
Like an apartment building staircase, exactly. And you guys go down?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
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 And as you go down, you start to hear voices.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Okay.
You hear two voices.
Are they okay?
Are they female dwarven
Are they
voices?
female dwarven voices?
I think you can tell. They're female dwarven voices.
Okay.
And you hear them say, "Voice of tomorrow, we seek clarity in the name of service to you. We ask for the future. We ask for the knowledge complete. We swear fealty and pledge our lives to you." And that repeats over and over and over again. Voice of tomorrow, we seek clarity in the name of service to you. We ask for the future. We ask for the knowledge complete. We swear fealty and pledge our lives to you.
Okay. I make eyebrows at Jacques.
Yeah, he makes eyebrows right back at you. And as you get to the bottom of the staircase, it's getting louder as it like the voices are kind of reverberating off the walls.
But still just the two.
Just the two.
Okay.
And you get to the bottom, and there's kind of like a hallway ahead of you with an opening on your right hand side.
I forgot to do the -2s this whole time.
Oh yeah. That's okay. You guys have been basically failing everything anyways, so
okay,
yeah.
Cool.
So the hallway goes, and then there's a doorway to the right. Not a doorway, like an opening. There's no door on it. It's just a fucking hole kind of thing.
Okay. Okay. Can we just look? Can we just look and see?
Yep. No perception check needed, so you're just looking very carefully, right? I mean, the stealth check's gonna carry, and it's not very good.
Totally.
You poke your heads around the corner, and you see a large rectangular room with a massively vaulted ceiling. And so straight ahead is kind of a dark path with paving stones. And at the end are two individuals in black robes kneeling. To the sides are like stone bleachers covered in thousands of candles that are all lit. And the two individuals at the front are repeating this prayer, chant, whatever it is.
So the bleachers, are they like sports bleachers where you can get underneath them and stuff?
No. It's just like stone steps.
Okay, yeah. Well, Jack, I don't really see any way through this but through.
I kind of agree with you. Should we try to you also see the Deimos. Sorry, you see the Deimos.
Cool.
So there's the two of them. There's an altar in front of just a big stone altar, and propped up on the altar is the Deimos.
Okay. Hey, Jack, just by a chance, do you have any spells that are like, give me that? You know what I mean? Like a grappling hook kind of spell? Like, we'll just like, and just bring it to you?
I do not have a grappling hook spell, but there are two of us and two of them. I could probably, if you kind of distract them, I run around, grab it, and then we both run away.
Okay. All right. Well, sure. Here I go.
And you're entering the room?
I'm gonna enter the room, and say, "Hey, ladies, where do you get your robes?"
So as soon as you enter the room...
Oh, shit. I didn't check for traps.
No, that's okay. There's no more traps. I put one in there. So you step into the room just as... So I think like you step into the room and you go... And you like, as you're about to say this thing, they both stand up and you see a person laying on the ground in front of them.
Oh, shit.
And they raise a pair of jeweled daggers, and kind of before you can even act, they drive the daggers into this body.
No.
And they say, they both start shouting in unison,
Oh, fuck.
"Voice of tomorrow, we pave the way for you." And they shout that over and over and over again. They both drive the daggers in once, and then they both shout very, very loud. And I kind of stumble. It kind of like shocks you for a moment as they start shouting, "Voice of tomorrow, we pave the way for you. Voice of tomorrow, we pave the way for you."
Oh my gosh.
And
Okay.
then...
Wait, can I want to channel divinity into that person who just got stabbed.
Okay.
Because that will, yeah, because that can preserve their life, kind of thing, is the goal.
That's what it does. What does it say?
It says you channel divinity and present your holy symbol to restore up to 20 HP divided among any creatures that I can see. You cannot use this feature on undead or a construct.
Okay, so this is like a person who's so the way this works is the person had a low hit point pool and they were unconscious at 0. The dagger strikes brought them more than their health worth of below their maximum, all the way down. So this caused 3, this is the same as 3 death save fails, kind of thing.
Well, but I would know that.
No, I don't know that you would know
fair.
that.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Then I could try a thing, but that I don't think. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So I think you grab your holy symbol, you outstretch your hand, and you try to channel the divine light into that body, and like you can feel that you're doing it right, but you can't. It's not having an effect.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a somatic component to this. So there's no, you don't say anything.
I don't think so. And I
Yeah,
don't
no,
have
there
to-
isn't. And
Okay.
because what happens next, I mean, you know what? Even if there was a somatic component, it wouldn't matter. Because what happens next,
Ah, the music is changing.
what happens next is a big old bummer. Can you hear the music?
Oh no!
A portal opens up
Oh my god! Okay.
in front of these two dwarves. And the voice of tomorrow steps through.
Oh, that's not That's terrible news! Okay, that's fine. I feel fine about it.
And a dark-robed individual
Oh god.
I hate the music.
steps through. An individual in recognizable dark robes. Their face is hidden. And they have that gray, fleshy hands as they step through and reach towards the Deimos. And you hear them say, "Well, well, well. You've done just as I asked. But who is that behind you?"
I just recognize that voice from the one shot. That's player knowledge. Okay. Who's that behind you? They say. Well, that sucks. What do I have a moment to react before they react? I would like to summon my spiritual weapon. Can I do that?
Yep, we're gonna be in combat at that point. So yep.
Oh shit. I'm so freaked out. Honestly, Lou would do this. I'm so freaked out by it being Volos.
Mhm.
But not Volos. Because the voice is different. Oh god, I don't know what to do. Well, you know what? No, I can't. Is that okay? I came in saying I didn't want to kill anyone. Is it okay that I don't? Like, can I take back that spiritual weapon thing I just?
Yeah, you can not cast the spiritual weapon.
Thank you. Okay. I say, we're here to learn. I'm here by myself.
Yeah, no, I think okay, yeah. Okay, so you come in, you say, "I'm here to learn." And the two dwarven women turn and like they have hatred and malice in their eyes. And they do not like what they see. But the robe, and I think they both get up and they kind of raise their daggers like they're gonna come at you. And the robed individual says, "No, wait. These ones, this one is interesting. Who are you?"
I'm just a student. I'm just trying to learn. What is this place?
I am the voice of tomorrow. My name is Mitra. Who are you?
My name is Lou. I'm Lou. What's about it? Hey, my name is Lou.
Ah, you're Lou. I've heard about you. Perhaps you've come seeking knowledge.
Certainly. Yes. Oh, yeah.
I think as you say that, Jacques jumps out from like behind him and he's got his bow strung and he just starts firing arrows at all of them.
That was kind of the plan. Yeah, that's true. Shit. Yep.
Yeah, he just like does this like barrel roll firing arrows and like as he goes he grabs the Deimos kind of thing.
What's up, Jack? Okay.
And he just starts running out the room.
Can I cast spiritual
Yeah,
weapon?
you sure
to
can,
try and help
yeah.
us? Okay, I want it to be the form of a like glistening gold, like the gold, because I'm inspired by Gold Buddy, lasso.
Yep.
And I want to fling it at the two dwarves and try and like wrap them up so we can run and they won't follow it.
Okay, roll your attack with the spiritual weapon.
Now, okay, to attack 1d20 plus wisdom. But minus. Did that not?
I didn't see anything.
Oh no!
Oh!
At least I don't think the -2 would have affected it, so that's fine.
Roll again as they're very distracted by the arrows pelting them from Jacques.
That's worse.
Boy, I don't think you've rolled above a 10 literally all night.
Just to figure out that key, and that hasn't come up.
Just to figure out the key. Oh yeah, sorry. To that note, when you came in, there were doors that were open, and the seal in the middle was the shape of that 3-pronged key that was split in half.
Okay, so
Totally forgot to fucking say that. They opened it and left it open.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so unfortunately, the fucking lasso comes out and just can't grab a hold of them. And then you see the voice of tomorrow, Mitra, begin raising their hand. And they say, "Oh, I cannot allow this to go on. I'm afraid you're going to need to stay here."
No, it's fine. It's fine. We don't need to. It's cool. And I try and run.
Okay, roll whatever your highest stat is at advantage.
Okay.
And tell me what the stat is.
Well, it'd be wisdom, which is usually +3, but it's +1 right now.
Okay, yep.
Oh.
Okay, finally above a 10. Oh my god. Okay, so I think you see these like they're like black tendrils start shooting out of Mitra's hand, kind of wreathed in flames.
Does that remind me of anything Volos did with Kerr?
No, you've never seen this before.
Okay.
Yeah, you've never seen this before.
Still sucks.
Yeah, and so these black tendrils, they're very fine, and they come out like an explosion of tendrils wreathed in flames, kind of shoot towards you, and you're just able to kind of dodge out of the way, back into the hallway, and you start running up. And you can hear Mitra's voice. You don't hear any footsteps pursuing you, but you do hear Mitra's voice going, "Oh, you can't run for very long. I'll find you."
Hate it. Hating it.
And you guys do manage to escape this cave. You do not hear the dwarves pursuing you. Actually, as you're leaving, you hear the screams of death of both of the dwarves.
Oh no. Ooh, hello, yay.
And then you do not hear anything else following you.
Lou is very suspicious of that because well, does she get the Volos vibe from Mitra?
Absolutely. This was
right.
absolutely Volos until you heard the voice and they introduced themselves as Mitra.
So I think I'd be running because like that's the animal reaction.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would have any confidence that running would do anything at all.
Yeah.
So it's weird that that Mitra is not upon us.
Yes, exactly. I think that's exactly it. I think you notice something that is exactly appropriate is that like you run. Running does like you can't run from Volos.
Yeah.
It's impossible. And so to be able to run, first of all, you dodged a spell and then you ran away. And like with the fucking 12 or whatever it was, you didn't like, it was not a clean run. It's not like you fucking like, it was fumbling and stumbling and you bumped into things and you still got away. So it's weird that you got away from this thing that seemed so much like Volos and yet you were able to get away without a very solid run and escape. And as you guys are running through the forest, you and Jacques are together. So he was kind of with you as you went to escape. No, wait, that's not the right. Don't do that. You guys escape, and it's now quite late at night. But the House of Knowledge is always open. And yeah, so you guys are heading back to town through the forest. And Monsieur Jacques says, you seem to have I mean, that thing was quite scary, but you seem to be absolutely mortified. What was that thing?
I've met a being like that before, and let me say, running is not an appropriate solution for that kind of being. Like, there's no way that we should have been able to just walk away from that situation if they wanted us not to walk away.
That does not... But, so you're saying they wanted us to run away?
I'm wondering, right? Like, maybe they just want to know what we'll do.
That is quite unnerving. I think we'll probably have to check in with Monsieur Ogma and see what's going on, because the voice of tomorrow should not exist. It's kind of a figment of their imagination.
Oh, okay. Yeah, oh no.
They pray to it. It never answers. I've listened to enough of the Church of Tomorrow's kind of drivel to know they very blindly believe in it, but it never answers them.
Thinking back though, were the dwarves surprised by the appearance of this figure?
Very much so. I mean, like, you would assume anyone was surprised. Especially like you would be surprised if Ogma showed up, kind of thing.
Yes. Okay, yeah, that's true. I see. Yeah.
So you can't tell if it was like, so like, if it was like mind-shatteringly, oh my god, kind of thing, or what, but they absolutely were shocked that something showed up.
Yeah, because that could, yeah, interesting. Okay.
And yeah, so you guys clear the forest and you're heading back to town. What are you doing?
Going straight to the House of Knowledge to check in with Ogma, with no way to fail. So I want to talk to Ogma there in the building. But then I say to Jacques, hey, so yeah, remember how I mentioned, oh, hang on. Sorry, before we go inside, remember how I mentioned maybe they just wanted us to take it just to see what we would do?
Yes.
Maybe we should not take it right to Ogma.
Well,
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think it would be safer anywhere else.
That's true. Do you have any kind of like anti-eavesdropping sort of spells?
I mean, I can cast no.
Okay,
No.
well, thanks for trying, though.
No problem.
No, I don't either, so I mean, you know.
Perhaps we should talk to Ogma and suggest that we bring this to Ula, perhaps. She's quite powerful.
Okay, I mean, okay. What do you trust Ula? I don't know. I've never really.
Well, we've got a good city here, and she's called the Healing Hand, so she must be at
That's a
least
good
partly
thing.
good, right?
Okay, yeah, no, okay. Okay, first let's check in with Ogma.
All right. And you go inside, and yeah, so you enter into the House of Knowledge, and yeah, so tell me what you're doing.
Okay, so yeah, I go into the House of Knowledge, and I immediately freeze and see if anything happens. And then if nothing does, then I continue up to the second floor to try and check in.
Yep. And you are able to pray without issue. And sure enough, you hear the voice of Ogma.
Are you there, Ogma? It's me, Lou.
Yes, of course, Lou. Were you successful?
In a way, we have the thing, but there's badness that's very, very bad that's happening. That's bad.
All right. Please tell me what's going on.
Okay, so we were there, right? We were at the place in the woods, where they were keeping the Deimos, which we have. Just to reiterate, we do have it. We weren't able to stop them from sacrificing another person, which really sucks. But the thing is as the two worshippers of the Voice of Tomorrow were chanting, the Voice of Tomorrow started to respond, and in fact manifested physically in the hall.
That's not possible. There is no Voice
Right?
of Tomorrow.
In this case, well, there's somebody saying that that's who they are. And the other name they go by is Mitra. Have you ever heard of Mitra?
No, I know Mistra, but I've never met a Mitra before.
Different.
They're
Yeah, different sort of thing.
they're probably some sort of wizard or something, pretending to be a god. To you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense.
That's actually a pretty good description. I'm pretty sure that's exactly right.
The followers of the Church of Tomorrow are not the brightest. They're blinded by power. So any powerful wizard promising them what they ask for would be viewed as a god. So that actually makes sense that there's just some sort of very tricky wizard out there convincing these people that, I mean, what were they going to do with the Deimos anyways?
I try to recall what Mitra was saying. I think it was just Mitra said right away, who's that person, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We were kind of found out by walking into the middle of it, actually. But yeah, no, we interrupted it before anything could really happen.
Well, you've got the Deimos, and that's fantastic. It's
Well, here's. Can I tell you a thing, Agna?
Yes.
Just you and me. You know me. It's.
yes, of course.
I've met a creature like Mitra before. He went by the name of Volos. And Volos and Mitra, they're not the sort of thing that you can just walk away from. So I think that Mitra just wanted to know what we would do now that we had this prize. So I just be wary that now maybe you've got some extra eyes on you.
All right. Well, I'm a god, so I doubt they really have eyes on me, but I appreciate the warning.
I mean, one eye might be kind of drippy, but yeah.
All right. Well, good luck to them. I don't know what a Volos is. I've never heard of that or a Mitra, but if I find anyone like that, I'll be sure to put a word in with my other god friends, and we'll see that this false pretender god would-be wizard is dealt with.
That's great. Lou, I think, is like wary of spilling that particular bean, but also feels very good to have, because they're certainly not powerful gods, you know?
Oh,
so
yeah.
Any kind of help, any kind of help that the party can get against those guys is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I feel comfortable with telling Agma about Volos and Mitra.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we got the thing. What do you want to do now?
I actually had another discussion with your friend, the first Lou that I know. Lou.
Oh my gosh! No way. How's he doing?
He's doing well. He had kind of how do I put this?
What, is he okay? What's going on? Is he
Oh,
okay?
he's doing absolutely fine. He's doing better than
Oh
fine.
my god. Okay.
Yes, he asked for... He said if you complete this task that we would have to destroy the Deimos, and I agree with that. But then he said something that I don't necessarily agree with. He said you would have to drink from the Deimos.
Oh, I thought this was gonna happen. You know what? I think he's right. I really felt like I was going to.
But it will
I'm
kill
glad.
you.
I think that's right. No, I don't think. You know how I came into the world, as you said?
Yes.
Kind of fully formed. I can tell you, I'm not from around here. I'm not maybe entirely the same.
Well, I mean, I don't even really understand this Lou, I think Lou 2 that you call him.
Yeah.
I don't really understand him either, so if he says that it's okay, and you're willing to do it, I will allow you to drink from the Deimos, but this is not something I would advise. Lou,
I understand. I'm signing the waiver. I understand.
I appreciate what you've done, and you've proven yourself an invaluable ally in finding the Church of Tomorrow, some of the members of it. You've recovered my Deimos and informed me of this Mitra and this Volos. I have absolute faith in you. I will allow you to drink from the Deimos, but then we must destroy it.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
All right, they say Lou 2 said to get into a kneeling position and hold the Deimos in your hands
Okay, seems a bit dramatic, but all right. And I do that.
and close your eyes, and that you would know when the moment to drink came.
Okay. I mean, okay. I'll give it a shot. And I get into position and I hold my hands up. Yeah.
And you close your eyes, and when you're in that kneeling position,
The suspense is climbing.
You feel a hand on your left shoulder, and it is the unmistakable hand of Lou 3. It's your gold buddy putting their hand on your shoulder. And then you feel another hand on your right shoulder, and you can't be sure, but you're pretty sure that it's the hand of Lou 2. And then you feel a third hand, completely unknown, and it touches the top of your head. And this warmth passes through you. It's this feeling of like completeness and love and of being found and of being seen, and it fills you up with this warm, wonderful feeling of love. And you feel complete, and you know this is the moment.
Oh my god. I open my eyes.
Do you drink from the Deimos?
Oh, sorry. Yes. I thought I had for some reason. Oh, guys. I'm feeling a lot of feelings. Yes. I go to open my eyes and I go, oh yeah, the thing I was doing. I drink from the Deimos.
So with your eyes closed and you feel the hands on your shoulders and this one hand on your head, you drink from the Deimos, and you can feel the liquid changing as you're drinking it. It tastes foul and poisonous for the first moment, and then it tastes like clear water. And then you bring the Deimos away from your face, and you feel the hand lift off your head. You feel the hand lift off your right shoulder. And then as you open your eyes, you see something. You see something incredible. You see green. You see everything is... You see... Yep, they're hearing me. Yeah. Yeah, they can hear me. Oh no. You mute yourself or something? Oh no. Yeah, I'm lighting up there.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
Oh no.
I think
Okay. Okay, that's so weird. You can see everything is leaking green, and then when you look to the left, you can see your gold buddy.
Oh my god.
And for the first time in a long time, you can see again.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Shitty time for your headphones to die.
I know. I wonder if they're out of... But I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, holy shit, though.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And that's
What does the green look like? I mean, it's just the same, I guess, the ink, right? But
the same as the white and same as the red. It's green, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Can I see Gold Buddy?
Yeah, that's what
You
I'm
said
saying.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
the headphones. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's so much stuff.
And
Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed out.
and yeah, we can call it there.
Man, thank you so much, my dear. That was super cool.
No problem.
That
Yeah.
was super.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Awesome.
Oh, Mitra, that's so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Not since the red ink one shot.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you guys ever remembered about that, because
Oh, totally.
yeah.
In my nightmares, always.
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
Holy, that was awesome. Thank you, my dear.
No problem, my dear. Yeah, and you can catch everybody up on the next session.
Cool. Sounds good.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. I'll say goodnight to chat. I love you. Okay.